Honey, I'm still free. Take a chance. Shivers. Better tell my best friend that I'm live now, or I'm going to be very lonely without my dear. Cold, but not wet. Also, live now. Oh, I can't wait. This is going to be so much fun. I'll try to make it fun with my own brand of humor. Police officer reacts to Batman Arkham series. Ooh, I gotta watch this.
I've heard ancient echoes before.
God damn phone. No, hold on, I'm already live streaming. Hello, my dear. Oh, someone else is here. I wonder who it is.
I've seen.
Don't move, wait. I think he's talking to you. God, I love the Joker. In this particular situation, unless Batman is threatening someone's life, even threatening the Joker's life, lethal force would not be able to be used. Batman has this thing about not killing people.
Don't move, Frank. I'll be doing a drawing for my friend of ROC. Cool, best friend.
Don't move, wait. I think he's talking to you. God, I love the Joker. In this particular situation, unless Batman is threatening someone's life, even threatening the Joker's life, lethal force would not be able to be used. Batman has this thing about not killing people, but
Yep. All right.
That explode. We're gonna just random.
Stay away for as long as you can. I'm gonna be noisy.
Normally think that nothing happened bad to those people inside the car as it rolls over 10 zillion times and catches on fire.
Everything wrong with Arkham
Hey
Knight.
everybody, Chris and Cop here. Welcome back. I'm in Gameology Studios. We're doing another Experts React. What are we reacting to? Well, it's my favorite.
Oh, shush up, dogs.
I'm doing what Batman does.
Banjo! No. No. Scared of everything, dog. Must I bark at everything?
I love this Batman uniform. So here's the interesting part. If anyone knows the lore of Batman, I say technically has never killed anyone. So if this bad guy knew that, Batman's always bringing in criminals, the threat would be all that.
Kelly, calm down. Oh, this is getting really annoying. Hope someone else comes to the stream soon. smiles on me. Make me think we know. If you got no place to go when you're feeling down. Okay, best friend. I'll be there for you. I'll be there for you.
And here's the bad thing about when you use tactics to get information, you got to be able to come through on your threat. So like a prime example, as a police officer, to want to tell a suspect, hey, if you don't tell me the information or who's the guy that ran for me, or whatever the scenario may be, if you say, well, I'm going to arrest you, you better be able to arrest them. Or if you say, well, if this happens, I'm going to do this. You have to be able to follow through on, I'm going to do this. And it has to be within the law, or better well, damn well be within the law. So that is a big thing, is that when you see young
Hacking,
officers
handcuffs,
like coming out to
federal
the
prison,
field, and they're
Gotham
like,
City,
hey, stop, or I'm
vigilantes,
going to arrest you. Well, you better have
tanks.
something to arrest them on. So obviously Batman, he works on his own radar.
Hope we
but
see more Joker in
again,
a
he's
bit.
bringing the Batmobile a little bit closer to hopefully scare this person into giving him the information that he wants.
So that's what he's doing. Interrogating that guy.
We'll see how this plays out.
By threatening to squish his head
It's playing out
with
well
the
for Batman.
wheels.
Just a little bit of pain, right? That's why Batman gets to work in a vigilante world and can't use
Batman's
pain
being
as
more
a
violent
way
than
to,
usual.
get some type of information. I think he's talking to you. God, I love the Joker.
So do I. So do I.
Now, here's a funny thing about this particular scene. So, oftentimes you see in video games where you'll see the police, SWAT, just start shooting at these various different scenarios. That is 100% lethal force, regardless of the armor that Batman is wearing. Lethal force, especially in the United States, has been defined by the Supreme Court. And I know people are going to be watching this, and there's going to be a zillion comments down below while cops are always
Cool, best
shooting
friend.
back and blah, 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 blah. I understand that. But let's talk about what is real. In this particular situation, unless Batman is threatening someone's life, threatening the life of the officers, even threatening the Joker's life, where they feel that
I think he's talking to you.
force would not be able to be used. He's taken off. Yes, at this point in time, Batman is a felon.
You also
There
save your
once was a
sorry
rule in the
ass.
United States that you could shoot a fleeing felon. That is still within the law, but the definition of a felony is a little bit different these days, because that actual law of shooting a fleeing felon, and this is where you're able to shoot somebody in the back as a law enforcement officer, is reserved for somebody, if they escape, will cause more harm to the public. If an officer knows a serial killer is now running away from him and is identified that 100% this is a serial killer, and if this serial killer gets away, they're going to kill again, then deadly force would be authorized. It's reserved for that scenario, or the rapist, or the child rapist. It's reserved for that person. It's not reserved for the burglar. It's not reserved for the armed robber. It's not. And yeah, so in this particular situation, they would not be able to shoot at Batman. They'd be able just to say, hey, stop, please. And then, of course, we see Batman taking off. So
I don't think those officers care,
I
though.
love the technology that Batman always has available to him. Obviously, he's doing some type of hacking here. Now, here's the interesting thing about hacking. We all hear about hacking situations going on. Unfortunately, right now in the United States, what a lot of people are not aware of, and law enforcement has done a great job of keeping it quiet, but the hackers have been hacking away at various institutions within the United States. Law enforcement agencies, especially in Southern California, quite a few of them have been hacked. If you do a Google search, you'll find that some agencies have actually paid the ransomware to hackers to get back into, these are police departments, to get back into their own data. And like, once again, it is happening across the board. Hackers have hacked gasoline installation. As a matter of fact, I don't know if a lot of people know this, there's a chlorine shortage in the United States right now because of hackers. They hacked the chlorine storage, and now there's no chlorine for swimming pools and various other places. And this is the type of stuff that we're seeing. Before, we would see just personal accounts of people being hacked. Today, you have police departments being hacked, and there's nothing that police can do about it. You would think that the police departments, local police departments, would have better security. I don't. Obviously, our hackers have better hacking skills, and they're able to get through our systems. So maybe they got Batman.
He's
on their
doing his
side.
going on high chair. Okay.
Got there. And some escape me. So here's the interesting part. This is why we don't handcuff or restrain people in the front. We don't put cuffs like this because with that, you still have complete access. A lot of people, can unhandcuff themselves if they got a key. That's why we never, in law enforcement, handcuff people to the front unless it's because of a medical reason. You see them walking around in the yard. Now the prison.
That makes a lot of sense, actually. You never see them handcuff people from the front. And now we know the reason why.
Only had the opportunity of touring 2 prisons, and they're not like this. Now, in this game, this would probably be considered a federal prison. Federal prisons are supposedly a lot nicer. I've never been in a federal prison. I've been in state prisons and been able to tour them, but they're definitely not like this. Guards are usually not armed while they're on the yard or somewhere where a prisoner could get them. The guards that are armed are usually in towers. This is obviously a little maniacal. This is obviously to play into the story. I would hope that things like this were not happening. Oh yeah, they're in Arkham, so there you go. We all know Arkham is a crazy place if you read Batman comics. For those of you that are wondering, I've been reading Batman comics since 350, so we all know that's where they're at now, number-wise. I actually forgot about this. I forgot about this particular game.
Well, this guy knows what he's talking about. What's this?
My daughter was playing this game, and I know she was very upset at the ending. She showed me the ending, which made me very upset. So this is one of the main reasons why I've never played this game, because I know the ending.
What happens to Joker at the end? I can understand
But
that.
no, see, he's restrained, but he's able to still fight, and this is exactly what happens. Now, I've actually seen people that were handcuffed behind their back and were able to slip their cuffs and put them to the front. I'm still amazed that there are people that can do that, but they're able to do that. So we got a little prison fight going on. When these things happen, there's a lot of different things that are available to the guards to bring order. They can use less lethal. They can use beanbag shotguns, tasers, pepper spray. They got their batons and their riot shields, various different things. They're going to bring order back, and it's going to be possibly somewhat painful. Obviously, see, I think.
Oh, just a nameless clown shuffling my life away. Not hardly. All those horrible grinning faces at me. That'll do things to mine after a while. Yes, you are late for the party, and I wish I had my gun. Hey, hello, Joe and 8. Welcome back.
I think that was the penguin. I couldn't really tell right there, but it looked like the penguin was part of that. Nighty night. I just really appreciate the Batman series because I just love the way they make Gotham look, which gives you kind of that idea that the world is starting to go to crap, and obviously Batman is needed just because of it seems like there's like no.
I would not want to live in Gotham City. No.
Batman, especially like with the movies with Christian Bale, that was what that was all about. Was Gotham did not deserve to be saved, and that's the reason why Ra's al Ghul was going to destroy Gotham, just because Gotham has always been like that armpit of the world, and the people just needed to be punished. And the games have kind of like translated that well. They've captured that darkness, and well, that's kind of why one of the reasons why Batman is known as the Dark Knight. I forgot this part. I don't know what kind of munitions Batman is using, but once again, in the comic books, Batman has always prided himself on never taking a life. And watching this gameplay, I might have to actually go and
back again, Siege,
because even though I know the end.
Advert. Yep. Poison Ivy is the
I always like the
passenger.
fact though too, because it's like Batman has this like thing about not killing people, but you're shooting at cars that explode, and we're gonna just randomly think that maybe nothing happened bad to those people inside the car as it rolls over.
Oh no, I think Batman is being influenced by the Joker's blood.
10 zillion times.
Why else would he bloody become so violent?
Say that they got out safely. Now, this question does come up. I know I see in comments from before. Is people have asked if Batman was real, as a real police officer, how would I view his vigilantism? What you have to remember is there are vigilantes out there. You can't side with the vigilantes because the way our legal system is built here in the United States is that it is built upon the premise that all people are innocent until proven guilty. That's why there's strict laws. Once again, I know that they do get violated, but there's strict laws on how we could bring people into custody. Using that force.
Sometimes I wish that laws were a lot stricter because of some of the terrible people out there that do terrible things.
Prevent escape.
Real lawyer reacts to Batman the animated series. And he's like, what?
Anyways, if we're doing it right,
his expression looks so annoyed.
What we have to remember, vigilantes could get it wrong. And there are vigilantes out there.
Oh,
vigilantes could get it wrong and subsequently punish
what
the wrong person.
This?
Now, in Batman's world, if Batman was real, we have to realize that Batman is around during a time when he is needed, when law enforcement is.
What are your plans for me, Joker?
Not able to go after the bad guys. Some of these bad guys are super bad guys, super villains. So in this world of Batman, remember, Batman is needed because if.
Yep. Joker was randomly playing around. Playing around with some of the few parade. The front table bundle. Slime Zone will save the day. I'm a vigilante there. Us nothing Joker can do about it. Eat me, I highly doubt that. The tiny pranks are the pranks that we are not meant to be. Just because I have a prank, that doesn't mean we are a couple, Joker.
Even like in the comics, even Batman says he wants to see a time when he's possibly not needed, but at this particular time he is. So we'll just leave it at that.
Life with Barbara. I'm thinking of names for all the little rugbacks they'll have. What a...
I just wish I had some of the tools that Batman had. Can't side with the vigilante until proven guilty. Using that force reasonably necessary ways. If we're doing it right, people are taken into custody with that amount of force reasonably necessary. You have to remember, vigilantes could get it wrong.
Just what we need, more heroes.
Could get it wrong and subsequently punish the wrong person. Now, in Batman's world, if Batman was real, we have to realize that Batman is around during a time when he is needed, when law enforcement is hampered, they're not able to go after the bad guys. Some of these bad guys are super bad guys, super villains. So in this world of Batman, remember, Batman is needed because even like in the comics, even Batman says he wants to see a time when he's possibly not needed, but at this particular time he is. So we'll just leave it at that.
Life with Barbara. I'm thinking of names for all the little rugbacks they'll have. What a...
I just wish I had some of the tools that Batman had. I often tell people that, police officers...
Explosive Joe was cool. No, I don't want to join Slime Zone. Because I am not a hero.
Kind of like Batman.
Don't do hero stuff.
The Batman utility belt, depending on your department policy or
hero stuff is lame.
Your preferences are will depend on how heavy and how much equipment that you have on your belt. I know when I was a young officer, my entire belt was just filled with equipment. As my back became injured, my neck became injured, I started to slowly take things off, and now I have the bare minimum on my belt just because of the amount of weight. Yeah, I think the average belt of a new recruit is probably about 20 pounds. So think about that. You're carrying an extra 20 pounds on your waist. I see Batman using kind of scanners to look for people or look for something. So use the radar to avoid detection and target the Cobra tank's exhaust ports. I can tell you right now, I would suck at this particular mission. I never do good on missions like this. What's interesting is you can say, okay, well, Batman, it's an unrealistic scenario going after a tank.
Nothing more satisfying than when Batman blows up those tanks. You bet I will. I need a pretty drink. And a snack too. Second thought. There was another snack. Okay, I'm ready. My mistake. This snack, my dear.
We've had an incident back east, which was known as Killdozer, where someone made a tank out of a bulldozer. He was able to keep the police at bay for hours. He even crushed the police chief's car. Then we had the San Diego incident where I would say a veteran who was having some trouble stole a tank. He took that across the freeway, crushing cars and stuff like that. So we've had incidents where law enforcement has had to deal with actual tanks.
Nope. No one near as pretty as my dear Lisa.
Oh, looks like Batman's getting screwed.
Slime Zone snack, not Jokers.
Now that we do have the realization that tanks are a possibility in our world, as well as armored vehicles, I can't say a lot, but I know law enforcement agencies like the one I work for, we have actually purchased 50 caliber guns to be able to take out the engine blocks of these vehicles and hopefully disable them. That's where we're at today's world. We talk about crime. It just seems like in my world, I know a lot of people don't realize this, but I actually get to see what the real world is like. I always call it the real world. A lot of people live in this different world that they think it's all sunshine and butterflies, and in reality, crime is on the rise.
That's the unfortunate truth about Gotham City. Crime-ridden beyond crime-ridden. Harley and her babies. Oh. How come none of my videos have gotten any upvotes yet? Huh? Snack? I'm no one, Snack. I work alone. Oh, how precious.
Bad guys are better armed. They have better weapons. Sometimes they're even better armed than law enforcement. We saw this during the Hollywood bank robbery back in the 90s, where LAPD was outgunned because they did not have the weaponry that they needed. Now that has since been fixed, but this is where we're actually
Real lawyer reacts to Batman the Animated Series.
We got homelessness.
Love it.
Streets look riddled with crime. Abandoned vehicles.
Oh no, it doesn't work this way. No, it doesn't go like that. That's not possible in real life.
Which is unfortunate.
Stuff like that.
People that live in those areas. I like what this player is doing though, because it's kind of cool. He's using kind of like the pieing that is a SWAT tactic, where we're going to go into a corner, kind of pie it out, let the bad guy kind of come to us. He took the cover, utilized the foliage to kind of hide him and let the bad guy come to him and take him out from behind. So I kind of did appreciate that. Cool. I haven't played this game. I've watched the gameplay with my daughter playing this game. It's actually a pretty awesome game. It's a very beautiful game. I just love the darkness that they have made Gotham. The Joker is just more maniacal than you've ever seen him, especially from the comics. And I just love how they're just showing that diabolicalness of the Joker and how crazy he really is.
Joker was not so humorous in Arkham Origins.
It made him just look that much more evil, which was, what I can appreciate, instead of less crazy. So, but very good game overall. All right, ladies and gentlemen, after watching that gameplay,
he was far more evil. Now what we got? Real lawyer reacts to Batman the Animated Series.
Are you up for a challenge?
In just 6 short weeks, we'll help you take your fitness to a...
You should have let me bump off Harvey Dent.
This should be good. This same lawyer has reacted to other videos? Huh. Alright.
We'd all have been better off, wouldn't we, Harv?
Yeah, you can't defend your attempted murder by saying that everyone would be better off if you actually completed the murder itself. Today we're going to take a deep dive into my childhood with one of my favorite shows of all time, Batman the Animated Series.
As a kid, I used to watch it with my father.
I'm a real lawyer, so let's react to Batman the Animated
That's
Series.
a good one.
The trial episode.
Oh, yeah. And Joker's a big part of this, so this should be good.
Trial. The trial episode. All right, Paul Dini and Bruce W. Timm. We'll see if you can write a good courtroom episode.
Pamela Lillian Isley. District Attorney Van Dorn has asked that the maximum sentence of life imprisonment be imposed upon you.
Maximum sentence for what? In Batman the Animated Series, I don't think anyone ever actually dies. And I don't think Poison Ivy... I think this is Poison Ivy, right? So...
Call me Poison Ivy.
What is she getting the maximum sentence of life in prison for? I mean, I guess maybe attempted murder. She did try and kill a lot of people. All right. So if she was really... I don't know what the particular circumstances are here, but the district attorney has asked for the maximum sentence. I don't know that fits with the sentencing guidelines, even though this is New York State, not actually the federal system. But I'll allow it.
However, as your apprehension came at the hands of the Batman and not a recognized agent of the law, this court has no choice.
Lol, so funny in his little spaceship. Joker saying no one is beautiful than my dear Lisa. So cringy. Oh, love it.
Okay, all right. A couple of big problems here. First of all, we talked a lot on this channel about how Batman is a vigilante, the things he's doing are illegal, it subjects him to all kinds of actual criminal penalties. Putting that aside,
Exactly.
when
Batman's not exactly above the law.
wrongdoer who has also done something wrong, that doesn't mean that they don't go to jail. They can be sentenced to jail just like anyone else. The fact that a vigilante has captured them, I don't think has any actual repercussions in the actual police and judicial system itself.
This court has no choice but to return you to Arkham Asylum, where it is hoped you will complete your rehabilitation.
That's why they send them to Arkham, to rehabilitate them. I don't think a lot of those criminals can be rehabilitated.
What does that have to do with anything? So, if they're captured by Batman, going to Arkham Asylum is effectively the result of being found guilty of.
What?
Now, Arkham Asylum, my recollection is that it's a mental institution, and if you're found not guilty by reason of insanity, which a lot of these, I guess, supervillains are, you could be sent to some sort of facility like that. But
There's
it's
Joker.
for an indefinite amount of time. But what the judge is saying is a non sequitur here. He's saying we can't do anything with you because you were captured by Batman, but also I'm going to send you to this mental institution because you're not guilty by mental.
Why can't you get it through your head, Joker? I'm my own person. I belong to no one.
Insanity. I don't know what's going on here. So far, this doesn't check out.
Still not visible in that freaking thumbnail.
For a mental institute, this looks a lot like a prison. I think they're blurring some lines here.
What's Joker got his hands over his ears for?
Supermax prison.
What's he looking so annoyed?
Where it is, we're gonna.
Prison.
It looks funny.
A mental institute. This looks a lot like a prison. I think.
Oh, what's the matter, Joker? Got a headache?
Blurring some lines here between a mental institution and just a flat-out supermax prison here.
Is that the Riddler?
Where it is, we're gonna throw a little party. And old Jervis here has the invitation.
I mean, I suppose it does make sense that the Mad Hatter does reside in Arkham Asylum.
'Cause he is mad. Slime Zone, bring it on, Joker. Oh, you got that right. Now, where did I put my cards?
More so than anyone else, I have no reason to believe why all of those other criminals should be in Arkham Asylum instead of, an actual prison.
Not only does Batman create these so-called super criminals, he takes it upon himself to be their judge and jury with no regard for the legal system.
Well, that's not true. Batman literally leaves the prisoners on the doorstep of the police so that the police can arrest them.
Scarecrow on the fan.
By the district attorney, who once was Harvey Dent and now is Miss Van Dorn. I don't think I agree with that. I think that's unnecessarily cynical.
It sounds like you want to put Batman on trial. Believe me, I'd like nothing better.
Well, yeah. So look. Batman deserves to be on trial for a whole host of reasons that are apart from the fact that he's judge, jury, and executioner. He's not really any of those things. He is a vigilante and should be put on trial. But that's...
He's endangering people. I'll take you down, clown. Oh boy, I'm so scared. Not.
As Gotham's new district attorney, I can't allow your pet nut to run loose in I mean it.
Janet is a
Pet
warrior,
bat.
and Batman is our best weapon.
As I say, he's a drug the city keeps taking to avoid facing reality. Speak of the devil.
The East Side Skulls are ready to declare war on the other gangs.
Old news. My department's already planning a sting to catch the Skulls later.
Don't bother.
Very cute, mister.
But so, the issue with gangland violence is not that you don't know who the gang members are and just you can go arrest them. Is that you have to actually have enough evidence that they have done the things that they are accused of. And so here, Batman hasn't done really much good because he's just simply captured someone that I'm sure the district attorney and the police already knew was a member of this gang system. So, yeah, Batman not doing his best here.
You want to support law and order, you take off that mask and put on a uniform.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair.
Next time I see him, it'll be a whole different story.
Will it though?
Hello, Bruce.
Sounds like this woman's just trying to do her job. What are you going to do to me, Joker? I can't believe you will only eat me and not my family, as do they have a bitter taste to me.
Janet,
Of course.
I'm so glad we're able to meet on such short notice. Still, even you have to admit, Batman's come through now and then.
But look at the lunatic fringe he's created. The Joker, Two-Face, Poison Ivy, and the rest. Batman's responsible for every one of them.
No, he's not.
So, okay, is that where this episode is going? That Batman is actually responsible for creating the supervillains that he?
No, not
well?
necessarily.
I mean, interesting. We'll see where that goes. I mean, that might get into issues of proximate cause versus actual cause. But that's kind of a straw man. So it'll be interesting to see what she does with that.
I'm sorry, Bruce. I won't be a minute.
Take your time.
Is that a I hate to see you go, but I love watching you leave joke? Did they shoehorn that into a kid's cartoon here? I wonder if they're being a little cheeky there. No pun intended.
I like that. I like this guy.
Pardon me a moment, my dear. I have to go somewhere. Somewhere practically in this station.
She won't get far.
Let me out. Do you hear me? Whoever you are, let me out this second.
Again, this really looks like a prison here, rather than any kind of institute that would actually be for psychological or psychiatric purposes.
We got some legal business to sell first.
What do you mean?
I'm talking about a trial.
Oh,
Me, the prosecutor, you the defense, and your client is Batman.
Okay, you know what? I like the idea. I like the setup of this episode. Making the single-minded district attorney who actually doesn't like Batman to be forced to defend him. Though it's interesting.
That's actually kind of funny. Tiny Lisa, I lost the battle to Joker. What should I do next? Give up?
These supervillains finally have the upper hand. They have Batman incapacitated. They decide to.
They managed to get Batman wrapped into a straitjacket. Thank you,
Not a great
Batman.
plan from their perspective, but a great conceit for an episode. I love it.
As far as I'm concerned, you belong in here with them.
Oh.
Whatever.
Batman.
Through with it. It's their game and their rules. You said it yourself, lady. Batman made every one of us.
So, we're placing him before the bar.
I don't know,
to
she
face
said.
Our justice.
Okay.
Amusing idea, what? Kidnapping you to be Attorney.
Okay, so legally speaking, putting aside the fact that this trial is completely rigged and impossible, this would be a very, very easy case for this lawyer to win, because just because someone is an actual cause doesn't mean that they are the proximate cause, the legal cause of something happening. And when you're talking about a bunch of supervillains who are, I use this term loosely, in control of their faculties. They're committing a bunch of intentional torts and a bunch of intentional crimes, so that Batman, though he might have, placed a domino or flipped a domino over in this long string of dominoes that led to the creation of these supervillains, he's not actually responsible for the things that they have done. So
No, he's not. They're choosing to do what they do.
Should have a pretty easy time.
Likewise, a fair and impartial jury. Hang him!
Shoot him!
Hang on, how'd she say it?
So theoretically, this lawyer should have a pretty easy time.
Likewise, a fair and impartial jury. Hang him!
Shoot him!
Shoot him!
Hit him with a rock!
Hit him with a rock! Of course, Killer Croc would say that. Hit him with a rock?
So, I probably don't need to tell you that this jury is completely constitutionally infirm. First of all, you don't have 12 people, which is not requirement in all states, but generally you do have 12. This is not an impartial selection of people in this area. Batman is not being tried by a selection of
I
his
will not
peers.
surrender
Under
to
the Sixth
Joker.
Amendment, the
Yes,
jury
you
must be
will.
represented across sample of the people in that geographical location. And not only is this petty jury, the I think 6 supervillains who were there, not representative of the community at large, there was no jury panel. There was no
Hang him! Shoot him!
which you could choose the
Hit
members
him
of
with
the
a
jury. It has
rock!
to be impartial. And it doesn't mean that they can't know anything about the accused.
Where's
but it does
Joker
mean that
come
they have to
in?
be
Come
able to
on,
put
where's
what they
Joker?
know aside.
There he is.
And here, they are material witnesses.
And Joker's
They
the
are
judge.
absolutely not impartial against Batman. And so, yeah. Believe it or not, a jury made up exclusively of supervillains does not pass constitutional muster.
Judge Joker!
That's a little bit old-fashioned.
Yeah, so Joker as the judge, that doesn't pass constitutional muster either. He needs to be bounced for not being capable of presiding over this trial.
So why Joker become the judge?
Exclusively of supervillains does not pass constitutional
You
muster.
will have to make me cry. You have to make me cry. Joker, what are you going to do to me since I can't be average sized? Oh, we're going to go through that again? Guilty!
So, Joker as the judge, that doesn't pass.
Didn't even give him a chance to judge Batman. Just guilty immediately.
For not being capable of presiding.
That's funny.
I was promised a chance to defend my client.
Oh, very well. Like it'll make a difference. Mr. Prosecutor, make your opening statement.
Yeah, so in California, you have a procedure through which you ask the judge.
Duh, Joker is stupid. I only laugh at clowns, Joker. Probably implies that Joker is not a clown. He just looks like one.
Monsters. And who made us this way? Batman.
Really? Who made us this way? Batman! Hang on. What did that? Oh, one entry. Okay. What? Still no upvotes? Should get one eventually. Oh, very well. Like it'll make a difference.
Yeah, not so much. So in law school, you spend a huge amount of time talking about the difference between actual cause and proximate cause. And in fact, often you're dealing with really dry cases. There is one particular case in law school.
Three
that I
people
think is
here. I wonder
really
who else
interesting
is
and talks
here.
about this very distinction. It's called the Palsgraf case, and it involves a guy who brings some fireworks onto a train. The box of fireworks explodes, and it tips over this giant scale onto this poor woman named Palsgraf. And so the main question in that case is not whether the guy who brought the fireworks, is he responsible? But the question is the railroad at any point responsible? And I actually did an entire video called What's in the Box that talks about this very case. It's all animated, which is fitting because this is Batman the Animated Series. So if you are curious about how that case turned out and the difference between actual and proximate cause, you can check out that video.
Yo, Hack! Understand!
Yeah, right out of the jury into the witness box. That is
Proceed,
not allowed.
counselor.
You brainwashed and kidnapped a woman who rejected you.
That man forced me to do it. He was going to take her away from me. I had no choice.
Yeah,
You
that's
could
not
have
an actual
respected her
defense.
wishes and left her alone.
I'd have killed her first!
Oh, I'd like that last statement stricken from the record, please.
Record? Is someone supposed to be writing this down?
Yeah, well, someone is supposed to be writing it down. So
Yeah, good point. Arkham Joker happens to be single when the other Joker in the Harley Quinn series has a girlfriend. We've got a nice little jail cell for you, Joker, on the moon base.
I actually really like that cross-examination. Well, actually, so there was no direct examination.
Joker
so I
wouldn't
guess
be able to breathe.
That really actually highlights the difference between actual cause and proximate cause. That yeah, Batman played a role in it, but for the most part, it's just the Mad Hatter being the Mad Hatter, and he was committing intentional acts. So this is actually a really fun example of the distinction between the two kinds of cause.
I object to this witness. She's obviously trying to influence the judge.
Yeah, that seems improper.
What makes you say that?
But of course, the writers know that. They're making that exact joke.
If there was no Batman, there'd be no Joker, and I'd never have met my puddin'.
How did Harley pronounce that?
What makes you say that?
But of course, the writers know that. They're making that exact joke.
If there was no Batman, there'd be no Joker,
There'd be no Joker.
and I'd never have met my puddin'.
Puddin'.
Thank you.
So there's not a hard D in there when she says puddin'. It's not puddin', it's puddin'.
Batman.
So that's not damages.
And
That's
Batman's
benefit.
like, screw you, Harley.
Here.
I love this bit.
One remedy.
Harley just loses her mind at Joker.
You lousy scud-sucking creep!
I mean, the judge probably should find her in contempt.
Joker seemed like that when what Harley was doing in the court. You lousy scud-sucking creep! Oh, the witness is excused.
Sentence her to jail time for assaulting him, but you know.
And so it's.
But of course, Joker
fault
did not do that.
You lead a life of crime.
He should have let me bump off Harvey Dent. We'd all have been better off, wouldn't we, Harv?
Yeah, you can't defend your attempted murder by saying that everyone would be better off if you actually completed the murder itself. That's not an actual defense,
No.
and it's not.
Not how it works.
It's not a way of actually saying that the person who stopped you from committing murder is the actual criminal. That's not a thing here.
Then it doesn't bother you when someone, let's say the judge here, ruthlessly plucks a defenseless flower from the
She
warm
took his flower and he doesn't make an attempt to grab it from her.
earth.
No.
But aren't the Joker's flowers canonically like they shoot acid? They're made of plastic. It's kind of convenient that there's a real flower in this particular case. Real convenient there.
One by one until it's all gone, honey.
Yeah, Joker's flower on his label probably is fake. But at times it seems like it's real.
It doesn't actually change anything.
Don't ever destroy a flower in front of Ivy. It'll be the last thing you ever see.
I used to believe Batman was responsible for you people. But now I see nearly everyone here would have ended up exactly the same, Batman or not.
I mean, so that's true, but I think we're still in the middle of the cross-examination.
Don't
here.
forget, these are
So,
supervillains.
I know this happens on TV all the time, but you're not allowed to actually make closing arguments when you're supposed to be questioning people. That's sort of trial 101.
That's not
Oh,
how
the
it
gimmicks
works.
might be different, but you'd all be out there in some form or another bringing misery to Gotham. The truth is, you created him.
And of course, not for nothing, there's no bailiff here, and so the bailiff can't police the
Drawing
fact that
of
she's
me and
walking
Joker are
around
just
the entire
drawings, they're not
courtroom
reality.
because you're not allowed to actually.
The bailiff will tackle you. What is that?
Well, without permission from the judge. I guess even in Arkham Asylum. Maybe? Maybe? I don't know.
Jury, you've heard the evidence. Consider your verdict.
So, again, in real life, this is not a close case at all. Batman is not responsible.
So I heard something quite interesting in Joker's voice there, the way he pronounced verdict.
Consider your verdict.
Verdict. Consider your verdict.
So, again, in real
Was that an explosive T?
enter the well without permission from the judge. I guess
Verdict.
even in Arkham
Consider
Asylum.
your
Maybe.
explosive verdict.
Jury, you've heard the evidence. Consider your verdict.
Verdict.
So, again, in real life, this is not a close case
Consider
at all.
your
Batman is not
verdict.
responsible for the actions of the supervillain. He has, however, committed
Joker is a lovesick clown.
all kinds of other crimes not related to these supervillains, but that's a subject for a different video.
In light of Ms. Van Dorn's stirring defense, we have no choice but to find the defendant not guilty.
Hey!
But despite
Oh,
this,
cool. So, this episode is a really wonderful exploration of the difference between actual cause and proximate cause. They should actually watch this in law schools to talk about the difference. This is way more interesting. than
consider your
a law school
verdict.
lecture.
You've proven that Batman didn't create us.
Proven. Yeah, I do hear a bit of an English accent in that voice. We honestly don't know each other.
About the difference. This is way more interesting than being in a law school lecture.
You've proven that
You've proven
Batman didn't create
Batman
us. That we, in fact,
create
messed up our own rotten lives.
rotten.
And as we are so rotten, vile, and depraved, we're going to waste you anyway.
We're going to waste you anyway.
Yeah, so that's not in the federal sentencing guidelines either. But you knew that. Okay. Oh, hold on. Hold on. So, first of all, why does a mental institution have a electric chair? Because this is not a prison. This is not a place where people are sentenced to death. There's no reason that that should be there. Also, whether Gotham is New York or Chicago, neither New York or Illinois has had a death penalty for decades. Now, I know this takes place in class, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. Neither New York or Chicago or New York City or Chicago have the actual death penalty. So no
Huh?
facilities,
Johanna
whether they're
disappeared.
actual
Huh? It says
prisons
while I'm
or
watching.
not, should have an electric
Oh, he probably went off to do something, best friend. He'll probably be back in a bit.
chair in them at all.
I see now there's a need for the things you do. But I'm still going to work toward a city that doesn't need Batman.
Me too.
No.
Okay, fair enough. So Batman escapes, and the district attorney learns that yes, Batman is helpful. Still, Batman is a vigilante who is committing all kinds of crimes. So I'm not sure that this particular detente is actually good for the city or not. It depends on who you ask. So Batman gets a happy ending from the district attorney, but will he get a happy ending from me? Phrasing. Okay, so this episode, pros and cons. First of all, great exploration of the differences between actual and proximate cause, and that's about where the realism ends. What makes it unrealistic? Completely unconstitutional jury, completely rigged from the start, and a premise that wouldn't even get past a motion to dismiss.
It's
So
not
overall,
supposed to
we're
be
trying to have
realistic.
to
It's a
give this episode
cartoon.
a D- for realism, though an A+ in terms of just being fun to watch.
Mm-hmm.
He always knew how to make an exit.
Now, Batman is a guy who knows a thing or two about comfortable underwear. After all, he wears them on the outside. Now, I don't, but I do wear Mack Weldon's incredibly comfortable...
What's he talking about this for?
See? Mack Weldon is known for their insanely comfortable boxer briefs, including their...
Oh, now he's talking about boxes. Everything wrong with Arkham Knight. Oh, yeah. This should be good. Oh, Assault on Arkham. Let's see what Gaming Sins says. This is a stupid advert. No, she didn't look happy at all.
Warner Brothers Games, 2015's Ubisoft, DC Comics. Rocksteady's reputation with PC gamers after the release of this game. Despite being set in modern times, Gotham diners remain stuck in the 1950s.
Hey, I'm sorry to interrupt your dinner, Officer Owens. There's a guy smoking over there in the corner booth.
If anyone was interested in why Gotham is such a crime-infested ghetto, it's because it's full of assholes.
Everything wrong with Batman the Telltale series. Oh, I don't think I've ever seen that before. "4 years ago. Everything wrong with Arkham Asylum."
Figures the guy smoking at the other corner of the diner is a problem he just can't deal with right now. This diner is filled with newspapers and missing persons posters that point towards future plot points.
Excuse me, sir. There's no smoking in here.
Jump scare. Fear toxin apparently.
I find Karens funny as how pathetic they're behaving. To put it lightly, best friend, Karens are basically entitled women who've got nothing better to do.
And not the good Silent Hills. How come this cop sees everyone else in the diner as a monster except the waitress? Gotham really needs to do something about all these giant TV billboards that supervillains are always hacking to send messages to Batman. Hell, how does Scarecrow hack all of them at the same time? They're connected to different buildings.
How does Scarecrow do that? Game logic.
Scarecrow's fear toxin goes through everything, even gas masks. Why does he bother wearing a gas mask?
Gotham
Because that's just how he looks.
is your only warning. Scarecrow's threat worked. Yesterday, there were 6.3 million people in Gotham City. Today, not so many.
If all the civilians have evacuated, who exactly is left for Scarecrow to threaten? If he releases his fear toxin, the only people getting a dose are his own men and criminals who stay behind. What exactly is the threat here? Considering how far ahead of the curve bat technology tends to be, this is one shitty-looking cell phone. Small screen, thick and heavy build with sharp metal corners, bad UI, not even a front-facing camera. Which is weird because later we see Gordon using it to video chat with Batman.
Hey, Batman. Every damn time.
You have to wonder about the logic of why Batman even does this. Is he thinking to himself...
Police arrest anti-masker Karen for trespassing. Okay, best friend, I'll check it out. Put a sock in it, Tilly. Tilly! And Banjo.
God damn it! Seriously? Dog? Get out of the couch. Come on.
All right, let's check it out.
On its shapes. Flavor you can see.
Yeah, I know. I've clicked on it, best friend.
Store policy. Can't ask you to leave.
Okay, so
That must be
let me
her.
ask you, is it a law? What's the federal law that prevents me from wearing a mask
Stupid bitch. Obviously doesn't care about bloody COVID. It's people like her that are spreading it around.
The law, because I'm going to get your badge number and I'm going to sue you as well. Okay. So what is the
There is no law.
For any reason.
that prevents me from wearing a face mask?
Hey, Harold's random videos.
Do they serve the public? And do I pose any threat medically or physically?
They don't know that.
Okay, so you don't know that. So I am being
A business can refuse your service
because why?
for any reason they want.
Because I pose what kind of threat?
They have a policy here. They're
Is it a
following
federal law?
They're following the
Is
state
it
mandate.
It's not
Miss,
mandate.
do you have an ID? Yes, it is a
mandate and a law, two different things.
This is private property.
No. Do they serve the public?
What do you need? Your ID? Yes. Your ID.
No. I'm not giving you my ID.
Okay. We got someone else. Let's follow.
No.
Yes. We're going to.
Oh, she's in trouble. She seriously thinks that the cops cannot touch her. Oh my god. Okay, Harold's random video. She gets what she deserves. You get what you fucking deserve! Cleveland area body camera.
Put it in your purse.
Don't touch my phone. Don't touch my phone. I'm relaxed. Come on, let's walk out. Ooh. No.
Stop.
This is Joker getting bloody arrested by Gotham police. Almost.
Well, there's no reason.
You are pulling away.
Probably have the same attitude.
You are trying to get free. That is resisting.
Oh, I can't wait to see your ass. I can't wait to see your ass.
She's dragging the cops out.
Oh, I can't wait to see your ass.
I want to provide.
Oh, you're the one who's gonna bloody get in trouble, woman.
Possibly bloody. Oh, no. Because I didn't commit any.
It's not your sports. They can
But
kick you out.
hold on. Do they provide service to the public? Give me my cell phone.
Miss, stop pulling away from us.
No.
Stupid woman is not listening one bit. I want my cell phone now. Don't she realize she's the one who's in so much trouble? She's called Karen. Oh boy, I hate the entitlement.
Give me my cell phone.
Pulling away from us is resisting.
No. Give me my
No.
cell phone.
No.
Everything's
My
being
cell
recorded.
phone. No.
Smash it.
Give me my cell phone.
Smash your phone.
Miss, everything's being
Give
recorded.
me my cell
Please put your
phone.
hands behind your back.
She obviously thinks she's entitled to this.
God. You're more fun, aren't you, Miss?
I'm right. Just put your hands behind your back.
Oh, it was.
Shut up.
They're arresting your ass, woman.
Oh, no, where's my cell phone?
You're not getting it.
Got it.
Now stop talking like a child.
I have your cell phone.
I want my cell phone.
I want my cell phone.
My cell phone now.
I want my cell phone.
My cell phone now.
You know what? You can shove that cell phone.
You ain't gonna sue anyone.
Oh, absolutely. I know.
You're the one in the wrong.
Where's my cell phone? Cell phone.
Ignore it.
Where's my cell phone?
She's like a bloody child who's bloody been put in time out or something, and they want their technology. Where's my cell phone? Where's my cell phone?
I want it now in
You're not
my
getting it.
person.
So immature.
Thank you. No, you're the one being there.
Legit! Oh! Illegal search!
I'm not.
Illegal!
You
Illegal
kick me, you're gonna go to jail.
Illegal!
This is not illegal. They're cops. They're doing what they're supposed to be doing. That's stupid.
I want your purse.
Illegal search!
Yes.
Illegal search!
You can't have your purse on.
It's not illegal.
Oh my god. Where's
Entitled.
my cell phone?
We have it.
I want it now! I want my cell phone I want my cell phone now.
Put this in your purse.
I
Oh.
want my cell phone now.
She got this thing wrapped around her.
I want my cell phone
You're not. You can
now.
spend all your time you want.
I want my cell phone now.
How many legend has it that she is still whining about her cell phone? Oh, I've got to write a comment. Legend has it that she's still. Legend has it that she's still whining for her cell phone to this day. Love it. Legend has it that she's still whining for her cell phone to this day. That was a good one.
Dude, you are so in trouble.
I'm not.
You are so in trouble.
I'm not. You are.
Oh, no.
Don't fight with her.
Seriously. Don't mess with cops. Don't mess with cops.
I'll take your
Oh,
purse.
I wasn't fighting with you at all.
This woman is a total cow. But then again, that'd be an insult to cows.
So in trouble.
I'm not worried about it.
Oh,
Okay.
you're not?
No. Okay.
I want my cell phone now.
Don't put your. There you go. Thank you.
What are you taking my cell phone?
Oh, no.
All right, then give me my purse.
No, your purse is sitting up her butt.
She acts like she's 6.
All right. God.
There you go.
But the police really handled it professionally.
I'm so much trouble.
Watch it. See, look, you put your cell phone in.
You're so in trouble.
No, we're not.
That's not mine.
Oh,
That's
you're right.
not
That
mine.
one's mine.
Oh, hell
Yours
no.
is there. See, I had mine in my
Wait,
pocket.
I want to see it. I want to see it.
That's it.
Slam the door in her
You
face.
go through my cell phone, you're in.
Very satisfying. Okay, now that was a very satisfying ending. Yes, slam the door in her face. I want my cell phone. I want my cell phone. I want my cell phone. She sounds like a 6-year-old. And her name is Karen. It's even better. The woman's name is Karen.
Hell, what if Gordon has one more piece of important information to share? And how come Gordon still falls for this? It obviously happens enough for him to expect it. Just keep your eyes on him so Batman has to awkwardly turn and walk away like a normal person for once. This Batmobile reveal feels like every car commercial ever. Tasering people does not protect them from being hit by a car. In fact, that makes it worse.
Were you expecting to find me, Batman?
Supervillains sure do love to use multi-monitor setups for antagonizing Batman. And Scarecrow didn't even know Batman would show up here tonight.
But only one of us is getting out of his cell. Nothing like a little natural immunity.
I like how Poison Ivy redeemed herself in Arkham Knight.
If Poison
Even
Ivy
if
is
that
immune
meant
to
her
Scarecrow's
death.
toxin, why did he have her locked up in a gas chamber with it like it was a threat? And if she's the only thing that can possibly stop his toxin, why keep her alive? I'm just gonna sexily stretch now that the camera has an unobstructed view of my crotch. I have to ask, why foliage panties with a regular top? If your whole theme is nature, then the blouse is throwing it off.
And what if I don't want to?
Then I burn every plant in Gotham.
That's like a bloody threat that a child would make. I still can't help but laugh about it. He wants to burn every plant in Gotham. I just can't. I burn every plant in Gotham. No, I thought it was funny when she was whining about her cell phone. I mean, she said it like 100 times. I want my cell phone. I want my cell phone. I have to agree with that other person. She does sound like a 6-year-old.
And if she's the only thing that can possibly stop his toxin, why keep her alive? I'm just gonna sexily stretch
every
the camera
plant
has
in
an
Gotham.
my crotch. I have to ask, why foliage panties with a regular top? If your whole theme is nature, then the blouse is throwing it off.
And what if I don't want to?
Then I burn every plant in Gotham.
Poison Ivy falls for the kind of empty threats a child would make.
Nature always wins.
Then again, he knows how much Poison Ivy loves her plants, but that was a very childish threat, Batman. Well, at least they aren't humans he kills. Batman isn't killing, but in one film, Batman does kill. He also killed in the very early Batman comics as well, back in the 1940s.
Batman has a superpower of off-screen bullshit, since that's the only way you can explain him getting free from the vine and down here so fast.
Well,
If
maybe
Scarecrow
he
really
used his
wanted to kill
batarangs to
all he had
cut
do
the
is tie a
vines.
civilian to each of his drone tanks so Batman couldn't destroy them with the Batmobile. Of all the places a crippled person can live, the top floor apartment of a clock tower is not one of them. Hard to tell with the depth of field, but that looks awfully like a pair of Beats headphones. Or at least a DC version knockoff.
Bruce, you need me out
How
there.
is that
Find
supposed to be a
Scarecrow faster
sin?
together.
What you're working on is more important, Tim.
Can wait one night. Let me help.
I've got this under control.
Even Batman doesn't want Robin in this game. Batman would have had to strip to get into his new batsuit. He did that yards away from armed criminals holding a hostage. Not to mention, it's raining out. Getting into a skin-tight rubber suit is nigh impossible while wet. Batman finally figured out how to properly triangulate a signal. Someone on the dev team must have watched my Arkham City video.
What the hell?
How does a helicopter that loud just appear without anyone being aware? Especially if it was hovering under the bridge this whole time.
Time to die, old man.
In death, he has nothing left to fear.
I prefer the gaming sins about the Joker hallucination.
Go ahead and do your cliche villain thing where you can only kill the hero after you've broken him. Here's a ding for that. But Batman couldn't have known it would go down like that. He just walked straight up and stared down an armed attack chopper that blew up a bridge. Return to the Battle 3 long neck glitch. That was my favorite glitch. Stared down an armed attack chopper that blew up a bridge. Return to the Battle 3 long neck.
The guy's neck, it's stretched out.
Glitch. That was my favorite glitch.
I love it.
Who the hell is this guy?
This is actually what the developers were hoping everyone was thinking, but everyone pretty much figured out he was Red Hood after the first trailer.
I fully intend to kill you. But first, we're gonna make you suffer.
If you know everything about Batman and how he operates as you claim, then you should know that
We're
this is
gonna
the
make you
worst possible
suffer.
thing you could do and has screwed over every villain in Gotham at some point. And just a few minutes ago, you were ready to blow him away before Scarecrow stopped you.
We're gonna make you suffer.
Just say the word and I'll end this now.
Make up your damn mind. Do you want to make him suffer or kill him?
I love that. We're gonna kill you. But first, we're gonna make you suffer. Sounds like something a teenager would say.
Shut it down.
You better hope it didn't have anything to do with the console you just smashed his head into.
Get out of there. Now.
Relax. No one knows I'm here.
It's lines like that that get you kidnapped. Especially if you're a woman. See, how do you like it when people move off screen when you look away for a second? Alternatively, what exactly was Scarecrow's plan here? How could he foresee that mentioning Barbara Gordon to Batman would make him unnecessarily turn around to contact her, letting him slip out the door in the few seconds Batman was distracted? Had Batman faced Scarecrow while contacting Barbara, Scarecrow's part of the game would be over. Scarecrow took over Ace Chemicals.
Here we
so he could
go.
manufacture his
Joker's
toxin,
coming in.
Which also means he would have been the one to manufacture the neutralizing agent that Batman used to stop the chemical weapon. Why would you create the only way to stop your evil plan in the
Oh boy.
of carrying out your evil plan?
Miss me.
Hey, they brought back
Gee, that was good.
Mark Hamill to voice Joker, unlike in Arkham Origins where Troy Baker did it.
Yeah, they brought back Mark Hamill.
Miss me.
Miss me.
Hey, they brought back Mark Hamill to voice
Christ
Joker.
almighty,
unlike
that would have
Arkham
been a great voiceover.
Origins where Troy Baker did it. That's worth taking off a sin.
Oh, the dear sweet Mark Hamill.
Before it killed him,
It is worth
Joker
taking
sent
off a
his
sin.
infected blood out to all the hospitals in the state. I know, we tracked it
No,
all
I
down.
thought it would have been a lot cooler if the Joker actually did come back alive again. Well, technically he did, but no one saw him as Joker.
About that. I'm still wondering how you cured that since the last of the cure was destroyed in Arkham City. Am I going to have to wiki this to get a clear answer?
5 people were affected, untreated. The blood's gestated long. It's altering them. They're becoming Joker.
How does
This is awesome.
poisoning in Joker's blood turn people into Joker? I mean, I know this is DC Comics logic, but still, it was spelled out pretty clearly that it kills you. They made an entire game about that after all.
It's a form of Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease, but mutated beyond anything on medical record.
It is? Then nothing to worry about. That stuff is fatal as hell.
Wait, You said 5. I only count 4. There's one missing.
This was a flashback,
You'll be
hence the normal
Okay,
Batman
so
outfit.
Batman is obviously referring to himself here, regardless of how little sense that makes, since Batman was the first person to be cured of Joker's
The way I see it, Batman was not fully cured.
poisoning, and it was stated that this new disease is the result of that going untreated for too long. So that would mean every person infected by Joker's. In 19th.
Okay, now it's making a little less sense. Game logic. I think that too, and would be like, you fell for the old fake Joker gag again, Batman. You fell for the old fake Joker gag, Batman.
Blood in Arkham City is at risk of turning into a Joker, not just these 5. Just for fun, let's compare the plot of this game to the plot of Arkham City. A supervillain is obsessed with Batman and his identity, and also specializes in human psychology, takes over a section of Gotham, turning it into a criminal
I really
playground.
do feel sorry
Batman
for
is
these
infected with
people,
something from the
though.
Joker and is hoping to find a cure. Congrats, guys, on recycling the plot of Arkham City. Hell, that's pretty close to the plot of Arkham Asylum when I think about it, since that game is about a supervillain who specializes in mind games, taking over an island of Gotham and turning it into a criminal playground, which is all just a pretense for infecting Batman with something that forces Batman to search for an antidote. I just blew your mind.
Yeah, you just blew my mind. Arkham City just about recycles the plot of Arkham Asylum.
This is going to happen sooner or later. Me stuck deep inside you. Me stuck deep inside you. Stuck deep together. We're going to give this thing what it deserves.
I know Joker was saying something that sounded unusually dirty.
You Batman. A better Batman.
I hope you're not talking about Ben Affleck's Batman, because I'm still conflicted on that one. Buildings always explode slow enough to allow the hero to outrun a cliche.
Colleen? Is that you again?
How exactly does a brain disorder show Batman memories of things only Joker could remember? Joker is just an hallucination brought on by a brain disease after all.
Yeah. Batman was not there when this happened.
Aren't you technically still Batgirl at this point in time? Why didn't you just attack Joker and take the gun instead of running away? And why run to the opposite end of the room like that was a safe zone? There's no
The way I see it, this is just a hallucination.
escape path there. Honestly, how did you get the job as Batgirl? In the Killing Joke,
Catty grab! Oh, don't be shy. Show a little spine.
this is a reference to. Joker shoots and photographs
Yes.
Barbara to drive Gordon insane. Here it's just a reference to that comic without all that annoying subtext. That tends to be a reoccurring sin in the Arkham games.
Really? Another sin?
Memory landmine.
Hmm.
You would think with that metal build quality, that phone could take a fall.
I'll do this on my own.
Since when have the police in Gotham ever been able to do anything on their own?
Eddie, sweetie, you confuse me with Robin. The big guy and I aren't all that close.
Even Catwoman thinks Batman and Robin are, not that that's a bad thing. It's just funny. Honestly, I'm really confused in how gay jokes are going to work going forward now. Augmented reality is apparently just as good as a vision into the past, since that's what Batman uses it for here to find where the Arkham Knight took Barbara. Shouldn't Batman be dead, or at the very least out of commission? He just took a bullet in the kidney.
Batman's in the control room. Show him what happens when he messes with minds.
So let me get this straight. You had Batman dead to rights, but decided to leave him on the ground and send in your goons to fight him instead. Yeah, you should stop bragging about how much you know
Villain
Batman's
logic.
works.
If you wanted to kill Batman, you should have just done it right there, you dummy.
Good idea how you operate at this point, since you're following all of the cliches. You would think the Arkham Knight would have informed his men that Batman doesn't kill, meaning this is just an empty threat.
Still lurking around on rooftops. You shouldn't have come here.
Even Batman doesn't remember Robin in this game. What is
Nightwing.
even paying these guys? They stand around in a room full of guns and watch as Batman beats up their boss. Gotta admit, this tilting the airship puzzle is pretty damn creative. I know Batman was hallucinating that he was attacked by a gang of jokers when in reality it was the Arkham Knight's men. But why didn't they kill Batman when they had the chance? He's right there on the ground where you left him. You have guns. Shoot him. Batman just stuck a harpoon in Stag's chest and it didn't kill him.
There's nowhere to run. Who said anything about running?
But that's
Cliche.
what you're doing. You're running away from Batman on a helicopter. Just because you added an explosion doesn't change that.
Sir, Scarecrow is broadcasting across Gotham. You'll need to see this.
He is? Just a second ago, he was being flown by a helicopter on the outside
Where
of the
is that
concourse.
humorous
Where did he find time to
reference
make it
where
to a
the
recording
where the
studio?
game actually made a reference to a song?
Hey, it's the same room where Scarecrow held Poison Ivy. That monitor setup's still stupid. Though it does make slightly more sense now since Scarecrow lured Batman here this time.
Scarecrow has the means to engulf the entire city in fear toxin.
Oh no, not the empty city devoid of innocent civilians.
And I should trust you. Why?
Because without your help, every plant in this city will die.
Because gas that makes people afraid of things is also a defoliant.
Oh, yeah. So, in other words, Ov is like, oh, forget the people, save the plants.
What do you think? Man, you cut them back, built over them, stopped them from reaching the sun.
And somehow survived civil engineering plans during the 100 or more years that got.
I can understand a little bit why Ivy is so angry with humanity. She prefers nature. But it doesn't excuse her killing innocent people.
Them has existed.
You don't have to do this on your
Not
own,
all
Bruce.
humans are bad.
I can help you. It's under control. We
Get
need
your
that
hair back, Robin. You look like a bloody. You look like Eminem.
antidote.
Batman really doesn't want Robin in this game. So this trend continues.
Look who's too late to save
Oh, it's Skanky Quinn.
How's it going, Bat Brain? It's been a while.
You're not voice
Well,
acted by
how's it
Harley
going,
Quinn,
Bat-Brain?
which means you're not Harley Quinn. All respects to Tara Strong, but it's just not the same.
Yeah.
More impossible Joker memories. In this one, they
Well, how's it
spell out
going,
for you that
Bat-Brain?
Arkham Knight is Jason Todd.
He's got the Joker in him. They all have.
She's not the same.
That means they're mine.
I'm taking them.
Now, that would be highly irresponsible of me to allow that to happen.
Robin, you talk like the biggest tool I have ever seen. This is why no one wants you in the game.
You killed them, didn't you, Henry?
No shit.
Oh, Bats, you're so easy. Desperate to see the good in people.
Okay, this scene where Henry, who Batman thought was immune to Joker's brain disease, turns out to be infected is about as awesome as the scene gets.
And he still dies.
What the hell are you doing?
The right thing.
You're doing the right thing, Batman. No one wants Robin in this game.
Everyone doesn't want Robin in the game. I love that. Screw Robin.
He's already been. Fear Toxin apparently disables electronics now. Is there any...
Still remember that time when Joker was run over. He was just a hallucination.
anything this stuff doesn't do? This scene where Scarecrow's fear toxin covers Gotham is pretty cool. I'll give it that. But if his fear gas is so dense that it can't rise above a few stories, how was he planning to spread it across the eastern
Ooh,
seaboard
fear
earlier in
toxin's
Ace Chemicals?
scary.
Also, gassing this mostly empty city accomplished absolutely nothing.
My plants are too weak.
Then tell me where to find another.
There's a tree buried deep in
Joker is the
Founders
king of
Island.
Gotham.
The Miyagani people call
And the one and only.
There aren't any plants left like her.
Then we need another.
There aren't any left like her.
Then points Batman to a plan just like her. I speak for everyone who's ever played this game when I say, fuck this boss fight. Fuck this boss fight in particular.
Oh.
Character arc words, since that's exactly what she told Batman at the beginning of the game.
Tell me about this broadcast.
Oh, well, she redeemed herself.
Wish I could, sir, but it's on a SWAT channel.
Catwoman got your tongue, Joker.
If Gordon wanted a radio for assistance, why did he do it over an encrypted SWAT channel that no one at GPD had the encryption keys for?
You didn't think I was gone, did you? No, you knew better. You get knocked down, you pick yourself up again.
Did the Arkham Knight just reference Chumbawamba?
I used to think it was Joker, but no, it was the Arkham Knight. Joker just no Arkham Knight just referenced. That's a pretty good reference.
Why did he do it over an encrypted
Oh,
SWAT
you're
channel that
bringing
no
the
one at
Joker
GPD
back
had the
again.
encryption keys for?
You didn't think I was gone, did you? No, you knew better. You get knocked down, you pick yourself up again.
You get knocked down, you pick yourself up again. No, I think that existed before the song did.
Did the Arkham Knight just reference Chumbawamba?
But I get up again.
Who are you?
I get knocked down, but I get up again. You ever gonna keep me down? I get knocked down.
You really have no idea. Do you, Bruce?
It's Jason.
Great job, Rocksteady. You took Red Hood, gave him a new name, then pretended he was a new and mysterious character, even though he's exactly the same as he's always been. The Arkham Knight being Jason Todd is the exact same thing as him being Red Hood. Combining two pistols front to back would not make a very good anything, let alone a sniper rifle. See? Now he's fucking Red Hood.
It's not too late. We can fix this together.
Even the former Robin doesn't want to be Robin in this game.
I'm sorry.
Well, he did redeem himself.
It was the only way. Get me my daughter.
How did Scarecrow even know what Batman was seeing when he saw Barbara kill herself? Hell, she wasn't even in that room when Scarecrow gassed it. How did he know to talk about her on the monitor like
How
he
dare
did
you
Batman
chose
was
this woman over
hallucinating
me,
Barbara?
Mr. J.
Destroyed.
Protect Oracle.
Don't worry. Lucius made a spare.
Earlier, Lucius said it was one of a kind, so unless he was talking about the paint
How
job,
dare you take the Joker from me?
It's the only way to find my dad.
I'll handle it.
You can't go there. They'll be expecting you.
I will.
I'm counting on it.
Generic things heroes say. I know it's a trap, and I'm counting on it. It wouldn't be a Batman story without a visit to Crime Alley so Batman could have an emotional wank over his dead parents. In hindsight, walking through a place called Crime Alley when you're a billionaire probably wasn't the smartest thing for Bruce's parents to do. After everyone slammed the last Call of Duty game for having a press F to pay respects button, I'm surprised no one's mentioned that this game does it. Batman gets his own version of the Burly Brawl fight. This gate to Arkham Asylum is still padlocked shut. Considering that Scarecrow was already here holding Gordon and Robin hostage, should have already been open when they came through. See that? That's a reference to the opening of Arkham Asylum. I bet you're impressed with our ability to reference things we ourselves made. Isn't that Vicky Vale reporting on Batman's unmasking? And isn't she the girlfriend of Bruce Wayne, judging from the voice message she left on his office phone? Shouldn't she be a little more...
Go away, Harley. I'm not interested in you.
Syringes.
I am vengeance. I am the knight. I am Batman.
Cartoon reference. Now you just have to be
But
impressed
that was
with our
good.
referencing abilities.
Goodbye, Joker.
No, Bruce! Don't leave me!
Apparently, all it takes to cure yourself of an incurable neurological disease is willpower. Guess all the people who died of Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease just didn't want it bad enough.
Oh, but he needs you,
So
Batman.
being in that little speech Batman gave you was all it took to overcome years of psychological trauma and win you back to his side, huh? And one last call back to Bruce Wayne's dead parents, because one just wasn't enough. New trilogy baiting.
Oh, what?
Stuck deep inside you.
I love that ending. I love it. Kind of gross, but I love it. Everything wrong with Batman Arkham Asylum. I love this game. Yeah, all the sins need to be erased because of how great he is as the Joker.
WB Games. DC Comics. Here's the bat symbol. 12 seconds into the game. Just in case you forgot you were playing a Batman game. You want to know how you can tell you have terrible security at your facility? When the sign outside says, hitchhikers may be escaping patients. Hell, if that's the case, so why even bother building the asylum in the first place?
Warden, something's not right.
I've got a bad feeling about this cliche.
I want him securely on the way this time. Another escape and I will lose support for my mayoral campaign.
I see that Quincy Sharp went to the solid.
Joker is my pudding and you're not taking from me. Lisa, what? No, Harley, you've got it all wrong. Lisa is my dear, and you are not taking me from her. How's that?
Snake University of campaigning for elected office.
Hurry up, you big lump. You'll be late for the party.
I just love how the game actually waits for you to get on the platform before it truly starts. That's quite humorous. The game simply will.
Hurry up, you big lump. You were late for the party.
Look at all this new security.
How's the guy supposed to break out?
He's honestly hinting.
Seems pretty easy, concerning the sign just outside Arkham.
Ooh,
What, you sneaking with your bats? Come on, tell me. Batarangs, bat claws. Ooh, bat snacks.
Bat snacks? You mean, why so cereal? Or better yet, actual bat flake?
And that was a real thing. I mean, what? As I'm not taking anyone from anyone. Okay, that was a good Joker laugh. Joker.
Joker chant.
Joker chant. I love that laugh, but it's hard to do.
Where are these guys getting all jumpy? Invisible walls. I know that Killer Croc came way before, but I'm still gonna call him Discount.
Discount reptile.
Ladies and gentlemen, now available at Macy's, Bruce Wayne's Batson. Seriously?
Whee! Great night for a party. Naughty young bats.
Oh, I don't know. Could possibly have anything to do with the fact that some of Gotham's most dangerous criminals are locked up here as a direct result because of Batman.
I still have a trick or two up my sleeve.
Why is it Joker's face does that? His chin clips through his bloody suit. Is that like a glitch? What is that? Hundreds of my crew to be moved here?
Batman, Joker is practically spelling out his scheme to you, and you can't figure it all out? World's greatest detective, my ass. But these idiots know that the Joker has escaped multiple times, yet are still dumb enough to send only 2 guards to escort him to his holding cell.
I appreciate the assistance, but he'll unsettle the more violent inmates.
I think he's talking about you, Bat.
Well,
Don't be a stranger.
He just said,
Sorry, Batman. Arkham staff only.
Don't be a stranger. You're always welcome here. What I say? Yes, put it back.
the developers must have thought we'd skip over this minor detail.
Yeah, right.
Gain access to
Honey, I'm home.
Again, this whole plan is pretty asinine to begin with. What with trapping the one guy who can derail your plan in the asylum with you. And all Joker does throughout this entire game is taunt Batman rather
Hi,
than
Mom.
destroy him whenever he gets the chance, which makes his plan even more pointless. Actual gameplay.
Yeah, what? Ooh, what's for dinner? What? Oh, yes, salmon. Is it wrong that I misheard that as Batman's? What? I misheard you the first time, and I heard you were saying Batman. Oh. Frying pan Batman. Oh, good Joker on the brain. That happens. It's a little bit funny. I find it that way because hundreds of my students improve skill. Oh, thank you. You should be able to keep that mouth and your shut. You'll get your trouble. Oh, gosh. Why so serial? Ta-da! Honey, I'm home. Welcome to the Madhouse, Batman! I set a trap, and you sprang it gloriously. Now let's get this party started. Careful, you don't turn into Joker fully like your TF you did. Oh boy.
with button mashing.
I'm in control of the asylum.
I'm in control of the asylum.
You're not going anywhere I don't want you to. Understand?
That is not the Joker speaking.
Why is Joker just doing this?
People, those are the exact words the game developers are speaking directly to you.
Blah, blah, blah.
Subtle to the uninitiated. Very sinful.
I just can't help but look at that. Matt Crabtree, have you watched the new Batman animated movie? Are you talking about the one based on the Injustice game? I've seen the trailer, but I've not seen the film.
What's the trial?
and yet you will walk right into it.
Ooh!
Ashley, is that you? What the hell are you doing in this game? Stock alarm sound effect.
Beep, beep, beep.
He'll kill Mike if he sees anyone trying to get close.
He won't see me.
You might have the Arkham Joker sat where you're sitting. Thankfully, no, not even a hallucination. I'd be pretty scared if it was.
I see anything that looks even a little bit like a bat, and this guard dies.
Why not kill the guard? Arkham Asylum is basically taken over by the Joker. It's not like the other guards can call for backup. Scene does not contain any Harley Quinn fur. Also, I'm not Quincy Sharp in this scene.
What happened to you, Harley Quinn? You went from adorable and childlike to bloody skanky. I got to look better for my pudding.
What a waste of camera equipment. As much as I love Harley Quinn, her design in this game is a straight ripoff of Jeanette from Vampire.
Oh, I can actually see the resemblance.
Masquerade.
Though I don't know who that character
He's
is.
lying. It's just a diversion to keep people away.
How do you know?
I know.
You know what you should have said?
I'm Batman. Because I'm Batman. Yes, salmon for dinner. Tiny Lisa, who will be for your side or for your side or dessert, Joker?
Another friend dead, another mark for Zaz. Put down. Permanently.
Is there any other way to put someone down? Other than permanently? Like Batman Pilates. Guard, how the hell did you get all the way there?
Go Batman! You rock!
Batman fans.
Unnecessary encouragement. Spotting enemy.
I would have said Batman fans.
There's no escape, Joker. I will find you.
Oh, I'm counting on it. Just like that.
Releasing control.
You want to know what's funny about this fight sequence? You can just lollygag around and you will still collapse. It's kind of funny, actually. And
You don't actually have to fight him. You can just run around. And he'll die. I bet it's something out of the pantry. Luckily, it's not me. What a relief.
End this. Pull the plug. Stop me.
Pull the plug.
and the Titan will still collapse. It's kind of funny, actually. And very simple.
Knock me off. End this.
Look, stop me once and for all.
Stop me once and for all. He doesn't.
All of a sudden, Batman resists when he was.
What? Oh, you're getting too predictable, Bats. He dies.
Once you follow him,
Maybe I'll film it and post it on the internet.
Why doesn't he just stop Batman every chance he gets?
Maybe I'll film it and post it on the internet.
This is utterly pointless. Game rips off the thermal scan vision from Metroid Prime, or Predator if you're a movie buff. What's more sinful is that they rename it to Detective Mode and try to pass it off as a new game.
Boo!
Gordon was
Sin.
taken up to the surface in the elevator. If I want to follow him, I'll need to do this the old-fashioned way.
Batman's idea of the old-fashioned way is using the grappling hook. The game also
Yeah, that's not very old-fashioned at all. Old-fashioned would be just climbing with nothing. No grappling hook. Joker, what is your appetizer before salmon? Trade secret, my dear. Trade secret. Can't tell you.
also rips off the same grappling hook mechanic that Ada Wong used in Resident Evil.
Oh, that was in
It's a
Resident Evil
super
4.
annoying tune that repeats itself throughout the entire game. The recharge time on the remote controlled battery.
And that's just the signal that Joker's voice is incoming. The theme for Jeopardy. Or the sound for Jeopardy.
These guys have terrible peripheral vision.
Oh, yeah, they do, because shouldn't they be able to know Batman's behind them? Don't they get a chill up their spine or anything? No. One would think that a fleet was behind them, not a bloody man dressed as a bat.
Yes, it is I, Edward Nigma, the Riddler. And more importantly, your intellectual superior.
More like your arrogant intellectual, not superior.
Superiority complex. Inability to glide kick someone when you're in midair. Is it me, or does the Batmobile look rather small compared to what it looked like at the beginning of the game where you had Joker handcuffed? Am I going mad? Should I be going to Arkham Asylum?
Yes, you should.
But it doesn't make sense narrative-wise. Why didn't you bring this explosive gel with you from the beginning?
Boo!
Stupid AI.
Man down! Man down!
Man down! Stupid AI.
I don't know what happened. One minute we were doing our evening rounds, and the next...
I see that the game was on a tight budget by reusing Ashley Williams' voice actress for this doctor. Also, your badge just says
It
doctor?
seems like every single character does that head movement.
And not your name or your profession? Details, man. They are important. This is the closest thing to Batman teabagging as we're going to get in this game.
That's a bit rude.
Laughter. It's a very contagious disease. We have to take a send-off for this riddle by the Riddler.
Riddle me this. Riddle me that. Who's afraid of the big bad bat? Just do it and have fun. And have fun. I know I will. That guy's crazy. Why'd I ever get involved?
Good one.
What is it that walks on four legs?
Yeah, Joker, I can't see it now. Can you tell me what it is? Oh, the answer is totally easy. It's you. You're going to be the meal before the main course.
A human being, as a baby crawls on four legs, as an adult it walks on two. In later years, it uses a cane.
Good try. But the answer to all three is a baby. True, it crawls on all fours, but cut off its legs and it can only wiggle on two limbs. Give it a crutch, it can hobble around on three.
That's sick.
It's horrible. How can you even joke about that?
Easily, Doctor. It's not my game.
Bravo.
Damn.
Please!
Cute little explosion, but how was the doctor not injured by the debris? I mean, look at this.
You'll be safer if you remain here.
Yes, you will be safer here, surrounded by incapacitated thugs who could reawaken at any moment.
I need to get back to the mansion. All my research notes are there. We can't risk Joker getting his hands on them.
It's not safe, Doctor. The island's a war zone. You won't stand a chance.
It's my life's work. You really don't have the authority to...
Look, Doctor...
I see. Oh, runs but trips over.
I totally understand where you're coming from, but Batman is saying that the island is a war zone and that you won't stand a chance.
It's my life's work. I don't care if I die.
You deserve it. Doc.
Too easy.
I got you trapped in a little metal box, hanging precariously over a deadly drop. What say I just blow the emergency brakes and drop you like a sack of puppies?
You know, Joker's got a point. He could just end Batman right now, and it would be
Game over.
In fact, I would have preferred that, just to see if the player would be smart enough to find.
Yeah, that would be good. They could have just done that. Say goodnight, bats.
We interrupted this Batman game to bring you a segment of Fatal Frame.
For dry, red eyes, clear eyes is awesome.
I'm sorry, Jim.
Oh no, Jim Gordon's dead, said nobody playing this game because we all know which Joker.
It's just a hallucination brought on by fear toxin.
The dream. Superhero dead parent cliche number 1. Superhero dead parent cliche number 2.
Scarecrow merry-go-round.
I see that Scarecrow's weakness is the same as the Vulture.
What the hell?
unimpressed.
Invisible wall. Say
So,
goodnight,
Batman
Commissioner.
didn't even bother handcuffing Harley after this surprise attack? This is just me, but Bane's design, seriously, not a fan of it at all. Personally, I prefer the one in Arkham Origins. Bane could have easily broken Batman here. Again, ending the game instantly. Bane boss battle is just like every Titan battle.
Batman, you okay?
I will
And all of a
fold
sudden,
you
they're
like paper.
Commissioner Gordon!
We need to get you off the island.
That's funny, not
I'm not a
scary.
rookie. I can handle myself.
I'm not a rookie, I can handle myself, cliche. How does Bane bust through the wall above ground when he was buried by debris underground? Bane
Jeez.
gets caught monologuing.
And the Batmobile knocked him into the water.
If Bane isn't dead, then he is either extremely OP or that is one weak-ass Batmobile. Either way, sinful. Also, what a waste of the Batmobile.
Oracle, go through the city's computers. Pull up all you can find on Dr. Young. I'll go through anything you find once I get to the cave.
A bat cave on Arkham Island?
I built it years ago.
Wait, you built a Batcave near an asylum with some of the biggest, most dangerous maniacs in Gotham? Hell, you're practically inviting them to trash it once they've escaped.
Oh, what's that? A bat cave on Arkham Island? I guess I better alert the other inmates so they can have some fun too.
Batclaw Riddler trophies like you can in later games. Combat is sloppy, choppy, and uncoordinated. How did you manage to hang the guard here without a ladder?
Kaboom.
How do you make an explosive that doesn't also damage you?
That trophy was a test. Well done. You passed the elementary grade.
You know, for a supposed intellectual superior, you are giving me some pretty damn easy riddles. You need to step up your game, Nigma.
In 2 minutes, the room will fill with happy gas. The audience will be in fits of ecstasy and then die.
So, how many of you failed this portion the first time around because there was no timer? Yeah, me neither. Still
Yeah, there was no actual timer.
sinful though. Inability to dive bomb like you can in later games. Dead mouses.
Joker's thugs were trying to get into that office. It looks like they couldn't get through the main door. Got to find a different way in. Someone has already got to the safe. The only question now is, who opened it? No sign of forced entry. Whoever opened it knew the combination. Good. Dr. Young got to her notes before Joker. She's taken them to hide somewhere.
She looks
Wait,
really
if Dr.
worried.
Young's prints are inside the office and outside near the stairs, then how did she manage to lock her office from the inside and make it to the outside without having to go through the vent that Batman came?
Yeah, that does not make any sense. Bon appetit, Joker, I guess then. Yes, bon appetit. Can't wait.
Riddle me that, game. Flashback within a dream cliche.
Limited papers.
Poison Ivy isn't doing any twerking in this scene.
Just stay where you are. Last thing I need is you running free.
Wah, wah.
Surprise! You know, Bats, I always thought there was a spark between us.
Oh, don't be teasing me like that.
I always knew there was a spark between us.
You so slick.
You little bugger.
I know, you're shocked. Look who's finally turned up, the Dark Knight himself. How's it hanging, Babs?
Man, Harley is on a roll with these puns.
Oh, he just got it. How's it hanging, Bats? And the guy's hanging upside down. I just got that pun.
Is unavailable to equip as your weapon.
Bye-bye, Babs. Mwah.
Worth it!
What? Worth it? See?
Yeah, that should have caused a major concussion. Is there any reason why Harley can't fit her sexy petite body through these wide open bars? Hundreds of Batman gadgets, and what do we get as weapons? Batarangs, a bat claw, and explosive gel. Thank goodness they learned their lessons in later games. I know, right? I seem to be on a later game theme here. You want to know why
They
Arkham
have a
City is
lot more
considered the
weapons
best
in
of the
Arkham
series?
City.
It's because it improved on the design of this game in every
They
way.
made it harder. Those
Really?
lunatics.
But everyone's dying to see what I do next.
Let him go.
But everyone's dying to see what I do next. Really?
Very poor choice of words.
Very poor choice of words. Indeed.
Who the hell is operating these cages? Dude in the control room is knocked out, and Batman is standing right here. And all of a sudden, there's the Batwing. Convenience. And honestly, I don't know what's more sinful: gaining a new gadget at the perfect time or not being able to use the Batwing at all. What do you think, viewer? Would it matter if I told you that they're both getting counted as sins?
I know Dr. Young mutated these plants to produce venom.
Yes, and I heard it through the grapevine. The evil woman paid the price.
Ha ha. Get it? Grapevine? Puns! Quips! Jokes! Batman is a dick to plants. Where did you assholes come from?
Just try and stay calm. It's gonna be okay.
It's gonna be okay when it's really
You got Batman hunting you down.
not cliche.
What's the deal with the plant?
It's complicated.
Batman uses Facebook relationship status to describe their current situation. Now, this is actually pretty damn awesome. Minus one sin. The obligatory running away while things are falling down behind you sequence.
The process is slow, difficult, and doesn't produce much antidote.
And the good news?
The chemical will definitely stop Ivy. It may also reverse the Titan transformation.
How is it possible to reverse the transformation when the formula doesn't produce that much antidote? See what happens when you build a Batcave near Arkham Island? Plant 42 mutates even further and destroys your whole lab. Not very wise for the world's greatest.
That wasn't smart, Batman. Batman clipped through the wall. I agree. What the F?
Arkham Island? Plant 42 mutates even further and destroys your whole lab. Not very wise for the world's greatest detective. Technical porn, which is both a sin and a virtue depending on who you are. Game also rips off the Flagra boss battle from Metroid Prime. Goon Welcoming Party. Also, all these assholes sound the same. Unnecessary first-person point of view. How do you get a vest that's the size of a Titan?
You had to spoil everything, didn't you?
So let me get this straight. The Joker is mad that Batman foiled all of his plans.
Joker's expression. Oh boy. It doesn't look right. It just looks weird.
And he is.
Ooh, he's angry.
All these assholes sound the same.
Yeah, they sound the same.
Unnecessary first-person point of view. How do you get a vest that's the size of a Titan?
You had to spoil everything, didn't you?
So let me get this straight. The Joker is mad that Batman foiled all of.
No, Lisa, stay there. We're coming to take you home. Oh, sure you are. I am in the mood for a little squishing.
His plan. And he is surprised because why?
It's over, Joker. Over.
I have to do I seriously need to do a new Joker morph. That would be fun. That one to do with Arkham Origins was really good. I have to do another. This time with this Joker.
He is surprised
It's
because
just so awesome.
It's over, Joker. Over.
Over?
What?
Is it wrong that I no, Megan, don't resist. He's an awesome character, but you don't have a no.
Dear delusional Dark Knight.
Help me, oh Lord! I have a crush on the Arkham Joker.
It hasn't even begun.
It hasn't even begun. We're near the end of the game, motherfucker.
No. Oh no. And Joker's looks like a fucking 30-year-old.
Titan formula fails to transform Bat. I mean, the Batsuit is pretty
Give
well
in.
at this point, and that shot hit him in this tear where his skin is exposed. And as we seen earlier, the Titan formula transforms pretty damn quick. I know he's Batman, people, but he's still human. Titan Batman versus Titan Joker would have been a far more enjoyable boss battle than the one we got. Joker Hulk. You would think that when Batman backclaws Joker when he's distracted that he wouldn't let it happen.
It happens again. Game logic.
Yeah, but he does. Because...
How dare you,
Oh, so now your explosive gel does damage to your suit. How convenient. But if that's the case, then how come Joker still has his jaw? There goes our convenient Batwing again. Obvious setup for an obvious sequel is obvious.
Sentence. Killer Croc's lair. I love it. Everything wrong with the enemy within. I'm not sure if I watched this yet.
For me, creativity starts with what if? What if there's fire?
Please? Having the third best Joker in your game can't be all bad at the very least.
One fateful night, my parents gave their lives for me.
Man the hell up, Bruce. Everyone is sick of you narrating about your dead parents.
Crime is way down since the fall of the Children of Arkham.
The Children of Arkham were only a thing for a few days.
This should be good.
And Gotham's crime rate was sky high before they showed up, so this good news sounds more like gaslighting. I get that the Riddler has something planned, but does he really need hidden
The
camera
Riddler
feeds
is
of all
very
these places
menacing
where
in
things
this
happen,
game.
such as the Gotham
Not just
skyline,
annoying,
separate
very
foot street
menacing.
and a random hallway? The fidget spinner craze that came and went in 2017 has completely ruined an aesthetically pleasing art design that shows up in a lot of places.
Romy Mori, import-export magnet, one-time Apex CEO, international arms dealer.
Who is it? It's already 5:47 p.m. Who could possibly be out there? Oh, God. Plans foiled again. What's new?
The world sees Maury as a legitimate businessman.
Well, they should. All of that stuff you just mentioned is legitimate business, even arms dealing.
If a man hides in plain sight for that long, does he forget who he really is? What do you think?
Know him.
If I were Bruce, I would have given Alfred an ultimatum years ago that he either stop with these loaded metaphorical questions or do them only in the voice of Michael Caine.
He has a reputation for being lucky, but then you don't need luck when you own the house.
Doesn't that kind of defeat the thrill of gambling if you know you're going to win? Maury is already fabulously wealthy, so he isn't doing it for the money. And this isn't a CSGO lotto scam he's running where he tries to lure people here to gamble by showing his winnings.
Now, I'm hacking into Maury's phone. You should be able to pick up audio from Maury's phone.
I see Wayne Enterprises has taken a few ideas from Facebook.
I begin and have no end. And I end all that begins. Who am I? Death, Maury. I am death.
The Riddler doesn't seem to be putting as much effort into these riddles as he's known for.
At least we don't have arrogant Riddler. Riddle me this. I am your intellectual superior. Blah, blah, blah.
Is are you dead? I'm beginning to sense a theme for these riddles.
A child will work that one out.
Automatic function that allows them to be open and closed remotely. That is what we use sliding doors, and even those are done using motion sensors and not connected to a network that you can hack. Without
Yes, very hungry, my dear. Very hungry. I am starving.
Without feet, I run. Who am I?
Is it death again? I don't see how it could be due to the clues.
Is
So
it
far, that's what the puzzles have added up to. Riddler only has one button on his staff, yet he's pressed it to lock the front doors, blow up a roulette table, and blow a hole in the wall, and then blow the chandelier free. Was all that programmed in a cue? Because I can't see how he could have had that much foresight. I think Peter Parker might have an infringement case against Bruce
Why
Wayne
am I
over that
tempted
save.
to just
That's
skip
protect
forward
the
to my
brand, you know?
favorite
You should
character?
have called us before going in, Gordon.
Gordon can't
Amanda
very well call
Waller.
someone in that he didn't even know was in town.
You don't know how.
Stock is at an all-time high.
Joker now.
Clearly, she's ready to take over Lucius's role as a designer
Then
of
why do
Batman's
you
tech
have
after
him as your contact
I
number?
got you a present.
This girl's sciences. You can tell because she made a drone and she wears a t-shirt with circuit diagrams. Clearly, she's ready to take over Lucius's role as a designer of Batman's tech after Lucius' impending and
Oh,
all
Lucius
telegraphed by his
Fox's
daughter's
death
sudden
was
introduction
sad.
death.
Tell Tiffany that I love her.
Oh.
That I'm sorry I wasn't around more. Lucius, we really made a difference, didn't we? Batman?
Whatever killed Lucius gave him plenty of time to get out of his office, since he contacted Bruce as soon as he figured out what the puzzle box did. Then he exploded after a lengthy goodbye.
I told you I'd see you again, didn't I? You and me, we're two threads in the same stitch.
The end of the last season implied John sent someone to kill Bruce during a press conference. What happened to that plot thread? It's never resolved or even mentioned.
I got you for something, just to knock the occasion.
Oh, he just wants
I would
to
like
be
to
his
retract the
buddy.
previous sin I gave to the first season when I said this Joker was the worst one ever. While his part in season 1 was nothing special and only existed to set up the sequel, his role this season is one of the more interesting versions of Joker that I've seen in a
He
long
sure
time.
is.
So who are they? You'll find out when you meet them. They're looking to bring someone like you into the fold.
Given who John Doe is grouped up with, I find it very hard to believe that they would want Bruce, a man who has a partnership with the GCPD, to join them.
You said you had a lead on Riddler. Hiding somewhere in the East End. East End's been a no man's land.
Yeah, whatever. I'll spare them.
The area between 42nd and 48th, more or less lawless.
I thought the crime rate was supposed to be at an all-time low, yet you have lawless sections of the city that didn't used to exist. Riddler's hideout is shrouded in green light and fog.
Very subtle.
Criminal mastermind who's eluded the agency and GCPD for years doesn't bother encrypting or password protecting his
You'll
email,
find it when you
computer
meet
he
them.
set up in a room that he
They're
expected
looking
to
to
find
bring
and investigate.
someone.
I recognize some of the names on this list. They're all Waller's people.
Told you
Yeah,
I'd
they
see
all
you
have that
again.
made up 555 phone number.
Names, addresses, phone numbers.
Just names and phone numbers, actually. Gordon has the right idea. It should be easy enough to shoot out the speakers instead of solving the puzzle. See, you didn't even need to open the correct safe and risk losing your fingers. This water tower is a giant Faraday cage. That's why Gordon and Batman couldn't send any signals out while
For
trapped
that we
inside.
can
Riddler,
all
on the other
be
hand, was able to monitor them inside it despite this.
What is it, home in on? That's how he died.
Which makes
At
me
least
wonder
he
how Lucius
went
figured
out
out
with
what
a
the puzzle box was in
bang.
his final moments. All it did was bypass a signal. Yet it
And
used
for
from all
that,
that
we
fact
could
that a
all
missile
be
was hauling the
grateful.
signal back to the box.
That's how they'll all die.
Riddler.
Maury sold me missiles for all of my enemies.
That's his.
Do is call Walt hours after it happened. If you
No,
could be
no,
this
no,
good at
Bugger
predicting
Riddler.
when
We
you're
want John.
Even though they used John's character model in the distance, later it would be revealed that it was someone other than John who killed Riddler.
This city is about to find itself in a
His
crisis,
model?
the likes of which it's never known.
Except for that whole Children of Arkham thing.
Face prick must have set me up.
It was pretty much guaranteed to happen after you sought to bring Batman into your game, even though you had no reason to. Your grudge was with the agency. Yet you
Eating from the years. Who am I?
This is what I would expect to hear over Xbox Live, not from Batman's Rogues Gallery.
I think he means me.
No shit, lady. A glass tank would not be strong enough to protect you from multiple missiles. Just one of these things blew up Lucius's office.
This can't be happening.
It was pretty much guaranteed to happen after you sought to bring Batman into your game, even though you had no reason to. Your grudge was with the agency. Yet you started with Batman.
My ears. I can't hear.
You were able to hear it just fine during Riddler's last riddle, and that was after the 2 sonic blasts you endured. Even though they used John's character model in the distance, later it would be revealed that it was someone other than John who killed Riddler.
Well, what was funny was when the Riddler called John a white-faced prick.
City is about to find itself in a crisis, the likes of which it's never known.
Except for that whole Children of Arkham thing and the mayor.
Obviously, they did not get
You and
along.
I will be working together very closely.
Bruce Wayne.
Bruce Wayne.
Batman has a terrible poker face. Despite the size of that explosion, there will be no trace of it at the GCPD armory.
Then we'll have to redeploy patrol officers.
Couple on to leave the why Bane wears the mask.
Did you get him? There's nothing to fear, my friend. Keep your
The last thing he did was stab Bane while he was on top of Batman, and then the next time we see him, he's dead on the ground.
Batman.
The image of an assassin going home to watch Snuff.
Wait, is that Harley Quinn?
My Squarespace site was the catalyst in
To the Batcave, checked his computer, and decided John Doe was the best way to infiltrate Bane's group, and left immediately to meet John at a bar at 11:38 a.m., a time most of you will recognize as the middle of the day, yet it still looks like it's night.
Nothing bad ever happens to Bruce Wayne.
Besides old dead parents.
John Doe would be very good at singing Assassin's Creed games. I don't really know who wrote this message and how they knew to leave it on the bar table, or how they knew Bruce would be here tonight, but I'm sure knowing that answer would only lead to more sins.
Know it all really got what was coming to him.
I can hear a lot of rasp in that.
Know it all. Old dead parents thing.
Bruce would be here
Dead parents thing.
tonight, but I'm sure knowing that answer would only lead to more sins.
Know it all really got what was coming to him.
Authorities are refusing to comment on the death of the mysterious criminal known as Riddler.
Gotham City News continues to know exactly when to broadcast a report for convenient cinematic timing, and the TVs know when to mute and unmute themselves so people can tune in now.
Know it all.
good reason why I don't redecorate the windshield with your noodle.
Because you wanted him to join your group? This whole scenario is all kinds of makes no sense. I've spent a lot of time trying to piece this together, and here's what I've come up with. John Doe was released from Arkham, and for some reason was taken in by the worst criminals in the world, even though he had nothing to offer them. At some point, he may have mentioned that he knew Bruce Wayne from his time in Arkham, and the hardened criminals said, "Heard I just said it." This is the first and probably only time I'm not going to hand out the usual sin of Harley Quinn.
Yo, this Harley Quinn is a
Instead of
real.
copying the original Harley and getting someone to do their best impression of her voice, Telltale put their own mark on the character by making her the alpha in the Joker Harley twisted rom-com. And all I can say is that it worked way better than it had any right to.
Fuck on that. I swear, it'll make your whole body
I think John is against the idea of Bruce Wayne having a slushie.
shiver. Come on, put your lips on it.
The only thing we're all putting in this conversation is how much John clearly wants to be the one sucking a metaphorical dick.
Wayne in
No, you can cut the information. No, don't scream at me.
A little bird told me there's some pretty fancy hacking tech up there. Something called a phalanx key.
Well, if that isn't one delayed Chekhov's gun. The phalanx key was brought up out of the blue at the end
The
of season 1
phalanx
when
key?
Catwoman stole it while trying to leave town.
So, what brings you in?
His name is on the building, and it's the middle of the day. I think that covers just about all of the reasons. It's 12:42 p.m. on a work day, yet it's so empty at Wayne Tower, Harley can assault security and receive no response.
Do you like chess? Work your magic.
Bruce really should have changed his secret lab password after Cobblepot took over and found it. He's still using the same castling move. I get that this is a metaphor for Bruce Wayne and Batman switching places, but it makes for a crappy password. The chess pieces were in the middle of the board before Bruce moved them.
What's it do? I'm not even sure if it works.
It's an EMP generator put in.
Apparently, a degree in psychiatry gives one the knowledge to recognize an EMP generator at a glance. Tiffany locked herself in the vault and only opens from the outside when she heard people coming.
Looking for this.
How could you have known what Bruce was looking for? He only learned he was coming here to get that 30 minutes ago. And how would you know what it is even if you did? You've never seen the phalanx key before. The EMP going off should have destroyed the phalanx
Wait, what the heck just happened there?
outside when she heard people coming.
Looking for this.
How could you have known what Bruce was looking for? He only learned he was coming here to get that 30 minutes ago. And how would you know what it is even if you did? You've never seen the phalanx key before. The EMP going off should have
That was funny.
destroy the phalanx key Harley was holding, as well as kill Freeze's wife and Stasis, destroy whatever device Bane is using to inject venom, knock out Bruce's detective vision contact lenses, and destroy any phone these guys use regularly, since an EMP permanently fries electronics, not just deactivate them. Harley brought back a device that will screw them over just as hard as it will the police.
EMP shielding. This material will keep whatever it's insulating from being affected by the EMP blast.
Harley started that EMP shielding on short notice. Her plan didn't even call for using an EMP until she saw one in Lucius's lab this evening.
Riddler, he bombed your building and killed your friend. Someone did that to me. I bombed their building, killed their friend.
As Riddler's friend, I have to know. Are you here for payback?
I'm surprised Bane is the only one to see that logic. After Riddler killed Lucius, Bruce would be the last person to join the pact.
Oh, jeez.
What the hell's going on?
HQ, do you copy?
My gun, it's fried.
Guns are one of those inventions that haven't changed much in over a century. You have a bullet and a firing pin or hammer. It's all mechanical action and chemistry. What necessitated adding an electronic firing mechanism to agency guns? Bruce sent off the EMP inside the pack-stolen GCPD truck. The shielding they put on the truck will only protect from EMP blast from outside, so this truck should be dead. All the agency men got their hands on traditional guns somehow in the middle of a cutscene where they were all on their knees in surrender. That bullet to the shoulder will have no effect on Harley now or ever. If you recall, the same thing happened with Catwoman last season. Unless Bane unlocked his latent psychic abilities, that casket behind him is suspended on chairs with nothing to balance its left side, and now it's on the ground in the next shot without anyone moving it.
Don't we leave her?
Open the box.
This is what they needed the failings key for? To open Riddler's casket that could have been opened with a crowbar?
I'll open any.
That's the voice of Laura Bailey, once again starring in a game with Troy...
You
Oh,
bang
hell with his
behind.
name. Look, they're in a lot of games together, okay?
Riddler built a secret back door into the security system of his old employer. I need to scan his eyes and then create a retinal key for them.
I thought that was what the failings key already did. Harley got her hands on the master key
Ew,
and basically
that's
everything.
Riddler's
so she opened the casket and
corpse.
scanned Riddler's eyes
That's
to
pretty
create another
gross.
key.
I didn't know what I'd be walking into with this group, but I certainly didn't expect it to involve you.
Didn't you swear off Gotham City last season because of how dangerous it had become? Yet here you are again, working for criminals that are just as dangerous as the children of Arkham. Harley managed to fight off a street full of armed agency men all by herself and nothing but a hammer. Keep in mind, she had a shoulder wound, so swinging a hammer around should have been impossible.
Did it occur to any one of you people that the job we just pulled went sideways a little too quick? I think they knew we were coming because a little rat told them.
Well, you didn't have any information leaks until now. What change was made in your group a minute before you attacked the convoy? Maybe start with a new guy who doesn't have a very believable reason for being here.
I know just about everything about Riddler's plan.
There you potential.
Close to his chest. The location of the job.
Riddler was seeking vengeance against the agency for what they did to him, and he already knew where the rogue agency black site where he was experimenting on was located in Gotham. Yet instead of telling his partners about it and attacking that first, he decided to provoke Batman, who had nothing to do with him, and go after agency personnel who were not part of the rogue operation. Would a middle-aged, insane supercriminal really use a laptop covered with the kind of graphic stickers a high school kid would find cool?
I want you to head over to Riddler's place and do some digging.
I might need some help. The place is full of death traps.
Harley should be wondering how Bruce knows where Riddler's place is and what's inside it, seeing as there would be no reason why Bruce Wayne would know any of that. That seems like a huge risk to have total background alerts of Waller when she calls you while you're working undercover.
Do you know what their end goal is yet?
No one's done.
Well, you could tell her that they were searching for an agency black site
Where's
somewhere
my
here in
home
the city.
joker? Where's
Can't
the
be too many of
destination
those.
joker to get
Riddler had
there?
a second trap
Question.
set up inside this water tower.
Not
Riddler had gone to
answering
trouble of
that
hiding his computer
question,
underground
idea.
and encrypting it, but then left a
That's
USB
rude.
stick with a decryptor on it right next to his computer.
I should have come back sooner and reeled Riddler in, but I didn't. Knowing he was tangled up with Sanctus, and what he did to Lucius. This is my fault. My mess to clean up.
When did you develop such a martyr complex? Last time, when things got tough and a lot of it was your fault, you fled town. If you slip handcuffs on
fled?
someone, make sure whatever it is fastened to the floor. Otherwise, you just chain them to a weapon. What kind of coffee shop is open at 4:28 in the morning? Rorschach tests will always have a design that will look relevant to the past of the person looking at it, and it's not because you see what you want to see in one. The ink blots always come off a bit too manufactured and entertainment, so you can't help but see the things the storyteller wants you to see, making the test pointless.
I can keep an eye on Bruce Wayne. Get it? I'm not asking for an eye. I want him delivered here with a little bow.
And then what? That would hardly
That's funny because he is Bruce
be
Wayne.
illegal, and a billionaire's lawyers would tear
But
you
why
apart
do you
for
have
using
the
a
little
vigilante
bow?
to arrest someone with no warrant.
I know your friend Catwoman's in town. As soon as I get back to the office, I'm sending out a task force after her. And you better not tell her we're coming.
Maybe don't tell him that then, since you know they worked together in the past.
Don't go, Gordon. I've got a serious thing.
That's not how shadows work. Due to diffraction, the further away a shadow is from the source creating it, the more blurry it becomes. Of
Playing-
course, this also means the bat signal wouldn't work either.
Playing
but I
with
guess
the
I have to cut
Batman
that one some slack.
signal.
Quite the coincidence that we find ourselves here again.
I wouldn't call it a coincidence. I would cough while saying, bullshit.
Funny.
I mean, why even run to the top of City Hall building after stealing Riddler's laptop from Harley? Besides giving Telltale a reason to reuse assets from season 1. When does Bruce sleep? I've been paying attention to these timestamps, and there is no way he's worked in even a few hours for rest over the past 3 days.
I came back to stop Harley's so-called pact. The Eddie I knew would have wanted that.
But the pack was working for Riddler and carrying out the plan he left behind.
I'm Batman.
Not enough growl in that, I'm afraid. You have to say it like you know how dumb it sounds, but you're still getting paid for it.
I can't put an agent within 1,000 yards of that place without them starting a war or blowing up the entire block just to cover their tracks.
We know it's tricky, but leading Harley and her gang into Sanctus might allow the two problems to take care of themselves.
So Sanctus might blow up the entire street or whatever to cover its tracks if the agency moves on the black site, but not if a group of criminals go after them? Sanctus has to know that the Riddler was there for them, so they would have been planning a contingency for that as well. Thermal vision can actually see through walls. You still need line of sight.
I heard that.
For natural odor control, breeder's choice. Choose better. Choose ginger.
GCPD made you a visit at your office, so I swung by to see if you might be in need of some aid.
The police were there for scant minutes before Waller kicked them out, and if you had heard that the police showed up, you should have also heard that the agency was there.
When I told Hood and I narrowed it down to you two, he begged me to let him interrogate you. I gave him some pointers, and now this is his chance.
So far, Harley's been pretty smart in the way she's handled things, except for right now, when she puts John in charge of interrogating Bruce when she knows the two of them are close friends. Freeze can cover
Why
something
is he
nice.
interrogating Bruce when they're close friends?
Quite a while. Also, this technically wouldn't kill Bruce. Freeze's wife isn't the same thing after all. The whole point of it is it keeps you alive through cryogenics. All of us have sadistic personalities.
Hand her
But this
over,
one time,
Joker.
we don't feel like watching someone die a horrible death. Laters.
Batman.
If your phone is incapable
God
of
damn
contacting
it,
the
Patsy,
elephant
you
inside of
really
you,
knew how
it
to
also should
spoil
be
my
connected to the
fun.
internet to free you. There are only two outcomes to the slumped over person sitting in a chair cushion. Either it will be an actual dead person, or it will be a fake out like a mannequin. Either way, the only time when you are supposed to use it is when a slumped over body might be someone important to the plot, and not a never seen before character whose death has zero effect on
Guts.
anything.
Are you sure?
I don't recall needing your permission for anything.
Shush, Wayne. Don't say that when I'm streaming.
Yeah, like a
Don't say that when I'm streaming.
point-blank shotgun round. This little scratch seems to hinder her a lot more
Mom,
than
shut that door.
What made you think you
The things that Wayne
stop
says,
all
they don't have to be
Not
heard.
to crush your pride, but he probably only
He said shush, Andy.
No, he did not.
consider Bane and Freeze to be the real threats. Batman may be against
Not
using guns, but he gets
before.
around that by stabbing the hell out of people. That should contaminate.
I'm gonna get off this video. What I'm gonna do now. I really want to do that morph, but I also.
Can you go do that in Vader?
Okay.
So that you don't have to worry about what everyone says?
Hold it right there, you potential rat.
So I'm not coming here to interrogate you.
Hold it right there, you potential rat. Hold it right there, you potential rat. I mean, nothing bad happens to Bruce Wayne. Besides the whole dead parents thing. Whew. Okay. Watch out, Joker incoming. Lisa falls towards Joker. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna do that morph now I wanted to do. I just gotta find a good shot of the Arkham Asylum Joker. Or better yet, maybe the Arkham Knight Joker instead. Bruce. Ugh. You, me, stuck deep inside you. Joker scenes, yay! Miss me! Miss me! Honestly, though, Joker, I preferred your design in the previous two games.
Oh, don't act all surprised, Bats. You knew this was going to happen sooner or later. He's stuck deep inside you. Together, we're going to give the city what it deserves. A new Batman. A better Batman. A darker one. We can come back to this later.
Is there a good close-up shot of Joker somewhere?
Sure, you saved the city by reducing...
I'll be fine, Alfred.
But Ace Chemicals is still about to exist. Bones he didn't even know he had. You, sir, just got a taste of the new dynamic duo. No turning back now, Bats. It's time to face your fears. This is it, Bats. Can you feel the rush of that delicious toxin burning through your veins, creeping into that demented mind of ours? I sure can. I'm getting stronger, Bruce. I'm more alive with every breath.
We get it, Joker. Yeah, getting stronger. Rockabye Batsy, I'm getting free.
Take deep, slow breaths.
He turned into a Joker hallucination.
Oh, that must be tying you out. You didn't feed me, Bats. Rockabye Batsy, I'm getting free. Be the one trapped inside you. So keep taking breaths, great lungfuls of fear. Seasons will be gone, and I will be here. I'll get it. Every brain cell. Your grey matter's turning green.
Your grey matter is turning green. I love that line. Your grey matter is turning green, even though only Joker's hair is green. Something about it doesn't make sense. It would make more sense to say green and purple.
Mr. Roos, are you all right? Sir, are you there?
We're fine, Alfred.
Give me a moment, Alfred. I'll be fine.
I love this. I like that. Even though Batman does not say a single word in that part, he's clearly acknowledging the Joker hallucination. Why else would he be turning around to look at the window like that?
You're not looking too good, old boy. It won't be long now till I'm behind the wheel. Just think of the fun we'll have then. Brains, brawn, brutality.
Brains, brawn! Brains, brawn, brutality!
And you know what the best part is? You'll be there with me every step of the way, watching it all from the passenger seat. I don't know about you, pal, but I can hardly wait.
Joker looks like a child just before Christmas morning.
I can't believe you're still running errands for that titillating tree hugger.
Titillating tree hugger.
That. I thought we were making progress here. Are you really gonna let Plant Lady turn this place into her own personal garden? Have you seen what's happening out there? It's a Joker Wonderland.
Joker Wonderland?
You're not still digging around for Ivy's ancient shrubbery, are you? It's over, Bats. Barbara's dead. Gotham's choking on Scarecrow's crazy juice, and your popularity's falling faster than the flying Graysons on Bring Your Kid to Work Day. To fight for. Do you need me to spell it out for you? Scarecrow's won. There's no city left to save. So heroics and start embracing your Joker side.
That would have been an interesting reveal.
Oh, there you are. Look, it's my stuff. So this is my memorial, huh? Not even a statue. They just file me away, don't they? I've been sent back for a reason, Bruce, and no one's forgetting me this time
What's
around.
this?
Very subtle. I know this is the evidence room, Bruce, but you could have tried to cover your tracks. Anyway, I'm sure a resourceful social outcast such as yourself can find some means of convincing those who don't to open the door. If it's any consolation, I'm sure Crane's put old Jimbo out of his misery by now.
Wonder what this video is.
This is not just another streaming service. This is unique stories, iconic stars.
Oh, but it's all your fault. Scarecrow's won. Oh, that is really good editing. Putting the Joker model in place of Batman's.
You're not dying. It just feels like you are. My toxin is filling your lungs.
That would have been clever.
Your greatest fear. What you see. The silence of defeat. Betrayed by those you trust the most. Your darkest secrets revealed. As I tear your mind apart, Gotham will watch. I will cut that mask from your face, and the whole world will see the fear in your eyes. Then they too will understand. There is no savior, no more hope, no more Batman. Maybe it's already happened.
His mouth didn't move. That makes more sense.
Look at me. I'm amazing. And this body. I can't believe how strong.
Instant like. That is really good. And he's still in the form of the Joker. You should have made them more into Batman. That's very, very good editing. He's no better than the creep who killed your parents. He's gonna do it. Okay, that's weird. His hair turned light green. What's that supposed to mean?
I prefer to call it a work in progress.
Is filling your lungs. As I tear you.
Wait, there it is again.
There is no savior, no more hope.
Oh, that's the Titan virus rashes.
Maybe it's already happened.
Now I get it.
Look at me. I'm amazing.
Yeah, you look very amazing with those bloody marks on your face. So very healthy.
Stop it.
Well, yeah, that is a bit weird. We'll have Gotham at our mercy. Bad luck, bats. Wait a minute. Maybe I'm not saying it right. Bats? Bats? Maybe for the Arkham joke he pronounces it a little bit differently. Who knows? I know I will. Ooh. But creepy as it is, I think that would actually look pretty good. Could use that. Turn that frown around. Over? Why, my dear delusional Dark Knight, it hasn't even begun. Oh, we were in such a rut. Did Joker's eyes get bigger? Alright, since I'm not really doing much other than my joke impressions, I think I'm gonna cut this stream now. Hope you've enjoyed it, best friend.
Chinese panties!
What?